About my puppies?
No, we're good. All right. And last left off, that was like 2 weeks ago. I don't know what the fuck happened. Roll initiative so we can do downtime stuff. Hopefully finish the shit. Go. Well,
Jesus.
don't add yourself to the turn order or anything.
Oh!
Jesus, what is going on?
Kinathis, you are muted, by the way.
Were we supposed to add our bonuses?
Sure, why not? I guess everyone else is.
You said initiative.
I can only add myself to the initiative board using macros, and my macro has a bonus.
This is the party Backy edition here. What's your initiative bonus, Skezza? Like 5.
I'm probably 5.
There you go. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, it's 5.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Alright. You're the only 4 here, so blip. Alright, good. This is probably a good order for things happening. So Skezza, you're at Castle Greymore, I guess. What do you?
I'm back at Castle Greymore.
Yes.
And I'm going to see if I can find Fergus. Again, if he's still here.
Alright, so Fergus is just like turned away to start walking off.
I left Greymore and went to the Mirror Caves, and then I came back.
No, he's not here. He left. You can ask around and see where he went and go find him. But
no, it's fine. He's not in the castle.
No. Remember, there was something about going to find a mountain lion or something, or
I didn't think a lynx. I didn't think he'd leave that quickly.
You were gone for like a day.
Yes.
And he was out looking for one during winter.
I'm gonna find someone. I'm just gonna ask around, see if anyone can help me find the basement or the depths under the castle.
That is a good question. Let me go dig up like Adventure 2 or something and see where that actually is.
I know for a fact that we went up under the castle.
Yeah, that's how you got in.
If worst comes to worst, I could just go through those fucking caves again, but god damn it. Who knows?
Oh, you want to go through the actual door, not the fun entrance. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go and find out what's made its house in those caves. It's probably goblins. But...
Goblins would be okay. They're not your enemy anymore.
True.
See. Castle Greymore.
My fucking shit diplomacy rolls.
I assume this one is the right one. Yeah, okay. Hey, it's old Fergus and Lord Winter and everybody. Hey, all those losers. Alright, yeah, the entrance to the basement is in one of the towers on the northwestern part of the castle. So one of the servants will take you down there, though they will ask you what your business might be.
I am looking for a shrine. A very old shrine from ages past that is supposed to be under this castle.
The servant scratches his beard for a moment, and then makes a sage nod and says that Lord Fergus was having some men clear out the basement, and they did come across such a shrine.
Did they?
Take you to it if you like.
Please.
Sure.
I think there's something there of great value
that
I need to see to.
All right. So yeah, they will take you down, and you instantly recognize, you've been down here before, obviously. They take you through several winding passages, past a bunch of statues. There's still some very dark red stains on the stone where blood hasn't been able to get washed out.
And ask them if they've had any trouble with the caves since they had been cleared of goblins about several months ago.
No problems with the goblins, per se, but they've had the occasional creature come up. They think there might be some sort of ant nest way down there. But they've sealed off that part of the castle, and the stone of the walls seems solid enough to keep them from burrowing in where they could cause trouble.
Let's see.
Okay,
Well, that's good.
That's an ancient monster.
What is an onkeg?
You fought one before. It's a little
Have
burrowing
I?
motherfucker that spits like
No.
poison or
Giant
acid or
fucking
something.
ant lions.
No.
Oh,
You got it wrong. An onkeg is Agita in disguise.
Yes, that is a thing
Agitha.
that happened.
Agitha in disguise.
Yep, I remember that.
I thought that was a rust one. Well, maybe it wasn't. I don't know.
No, it was an
The
onkeg.
rust monster was
Remember?
rust monster waifu. That's right.
Yeah. The onkeg was Agita walking around going like, making onkeg noise, but Agita saying onkeg, onkeg.
I remember that. Fucking like 2012 Sav&D was the best shit ever. Oh man.
Oh,
Cake disguise.
I see. Antlion. Okay.
Yeah, they spring up from the ground and like grab cattle or people and munch you.
So they're
Fucking
like
horrifying.
Hydronists.
More like some reject from Starship Troopers, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's the thing they've been dealing with, but other than that, nothing's come up from the caves or anything. No eldritch horror has been unearthed.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, anyway, they take you down through the catacombs under the castle beyond the actual basement itself. And eventually you come to a dusty corridor that you, again, have been down before. This is more or less where Fergus let you into the basement proper from the caves. And here you see a familiar statue. A little bit larger than human-sized, reclining on a great stone throne, is a figure of Kaelirra with great big fox ears and several tails spreading out behind her. She wields a long spear in one hand, and in the other she has a bowl outstretched as if towards you. And you can see that it is full of clear liquid.
Clear as tears. Probably.
Yes, most certainly, since this is where Cammy first had her sip.
Ah. Let's see. Kind of tempted to bottle that up and feed it to Kaelirra and see what happens. But let's see.
The servant asked
What
if
else
you'd like
is-
to be left alone or dot dot dot.
Sure. Yeah.
He lights an extra torch and puts it in a sconce in there, and tells you that he'll leave the door unlocked, of course. Come up whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
He'll depart.
Oh. I'm gonna start looking around this shrine. There's supposed to be something here. The ritual, what's it? It's supposed to be right here somewhere. So perhaps there's something on the statue or a carving.
Hey, Ben,
That sounds like you want to make a perception check.
I'm going
do we have
to.
any of those tears left?
Any of what left?
Those tears, you had in your drinking bag?
Oh. Oh. I don't have any. Let me check my inventory.
I'm going. I'd say I'm basically just going to be at this for a while. I'm going to take 20.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
What's your bonus, just in case that matters?
Oof. I think it's like
20 will get you almost everything. But
No, I don't have any Hedrah. I think I gave
is
them all
3.
to what's her butt.
Okay.
It's 3 for now until I level up again.
I do have
Get back a level of ranger.
6 other potions if you'd like to drink a random one.
You're saying drink a random one to the alchemist. You can't identify them by touch.
Oh, well, never mind. It's no fun.
Potion
No
roulette's
horse.
no fun when you have prescience.
No horse dongers for you.
Alright. Let's see. With a 23, you discover that, let's see, 1, the eastern wall of this temple looks to have been bricked up at some point. You could probably actually just push it down. It's not very well done. 2, the statue is incredibly lifelike. This must have cost a fortune. It's just a stunning likeness of Kaelirra, wreathed with flowers, a flowing kimono-like dress around her. Although this aspect seems much more warlike than others. She's a bit beefier looking, and that spear is something you've never seen her pictured with before.
Yeah.
The shrine looks pretty damn old. This might have been when Kaelirra was a fairly young goddess.
Possibly. Let me think.
You do note that the spear looks like it could be removed from her hand, as could the bowl. They don't look to be part of the carving.
Well, I don't want to just pick up the bowl. I might drop it, and then there goes all the water.
Alright.
But I'm going to take out one of my water skins, empty it, and then fill it with the tears, just to preserve it, just to make sure.
Yeah. How many gallons does your water skin hold again? Because I know it's like a
I
shit
think a
ton.
water skin holds like
8 gallon.
A gallon?
I think so.
Okay.
I-
Yeah, there's enough for like half of skin full. But yeah, you have a
Okay.
bunch of tears now. You sick bastard.
Then I will. Hey, I these are sacred tears. Damn it! I have to preserve them. I can't accidentally lose them.
That'd be horrible.
Then I think I will very carefully take the bowl from her hand. What's it made of? Like just
Alright.
stone or?
As far as you can see, it is made of dust, but beneath that, it looks to be made of like bronze or something. So it's fairly rusted out. It does have some inscriptions on the outside, pictures of forest landscapes and figures that have been largely lost to age, moving about. One of which has a spear raised above her hand, and beneath her has her hand on the collar of a dog of some such. Looks like she's hunting a beast.
You know what? I think it would be nice. I'm gonna dig into my roots here and pull out a feather duster and start cleaning off the statue.
All right, cool. Yeah. You spend like the better part of an hour dusting this place down, getting the throne nice and prettied up. You notice that the hair work on this statue is fucking incredible. Every individual strand of hair seems to have been carved out. I mean, this almost looks like someone took a portrait of Kaelirra. Just one for one.
Goodness.
It's very detailed work.
Can't imagine how someone could have carved something so precisely. Amazing. And then I'm gonna put the bowl back in her hand and take a closer look at that spear.
All right. This is a very large spear. Perhaps a pike might be a better word at this point. It has a steel or metal of some kind haft up to a broad leaf-shaped point. It has a very solid crossguard near the front. You can see tatters of some sort of cloth hanging down, like a ribbon or banner might have been hung around it at some point, but it's worn away ages ago. It doesn't appear to be made of any special material that you can see, just good solid steel. If it survived in this condition for this long, it might be of dwarvish make. Or perhaps even mastercrafted.
If I could detect magic, I'd do that, but I can't.
You're a paladin.
I can't detect magic. Or can I? I don't think I can. I can detect evil just fine, but don't think I can do magic. I wonder though, is that on the spell list for paladins? Detect, charm, poison, faithful, undead. Nope. No magic.
Really?
Nope.
That's surprising.
And then I think I'm going to tap on that wall, on that bricked up wall, and then kind of try and knock one of the bricks out and see if I can get the torchlight inside.
Alright. It tumbles down, ka-thunk, 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 inside.
Oops.
Echoing down. You seem to have opened up what looks like a fairly small chamber, maybe 35, 40 feet across and narrower than that. You see what looks to have been perhaps pews of some sort. Everything's dusty and covered in cobwebs. It looks like this was the actual place of worship for the temple. You can see another statue at the far end, northernmost of the room. Although that's too far away for you to get any details on with the torchlight in here.
Well, I'm going to go step inside then and start taking a look around.
Alright, so you're going to just knock the rest of the wall down so you can get inside?
Well, I'm going to try and be gentle with it. Maybe see if I can pull the bricks off and just put them on the ground.
Alright.
Don't want to make a mess. It'd be rude.
Sure. So you spend, again, probably the better part of an hour laboriously taking down this wall. But the bricks weren't mortared together, so it's just an effort of hefting them down, and they are very large and heavy stone. But eventually you open up a passage that you can move through without having to, drag yourself through the dust anymore. And in you go. Would you like to give me a perception check real quick? This one being too immediate to take any sort of 10 or 20 on. Alright, 13. This room, again, seems to be untouched for centuries, millennia even, as far as you can tell. You're definitely noticing that this architecture seems different than Castle Greymore itself. This area, the crypt here, was probably built by someone else, and Greymore was built on top of it. Or perhaps Greymore is a ruin that was just renovated by the Catfolk, which that is, you can't tell. But either way, the stonework here is very sturdy and solid. You almost think it might be dwarven make again. And that would probably
I
make
do
sense.
believe that Greymore was a human fortress.
Maybe. And this is
No,
stonework you've never seen before.
No, I distinctly remember that being mentioned.
Alright, so yeah, if that's the thing you know, then yeah, you can definitely identify that this isn't dwarf, this is human, but... Or rather, you assume it's human. You've never seen human architecture really to compare it to, but yeah. So, that is a thing. Let's see. Again, you see this statue on the north face. Yeah, it's definitely got that sort of detail to it, definitely. This is a statue of a woman, again. This definitely seems like if this is part of the Kaelirra temple, this would have been much more towards her demon side. This statue has a pair of long, curled horns forking up from her brow, flowing hair well down her back, and a pair of black, bat-like wings stretching behind her. Her skin of her arms and shoulders that you can see is covered in winding red tattoos. And the statue's eyes seem to be made of jewels of some kind. They glow and flicker in your torchlight. This statue also wields a spear in one hand, but rather than a bowl outstretched, this one has a collar and leash in her hand, as if to get some sort of animal.
Are the spear and collar not made of stone again?
Again, they do not appear to be. This one has the same spear type, although this one made much more to human proportions. And the collar, it's pretty tattered at this point, after years and years, but yeah, it's just made of leather with a metal chain link leash.
I should have brought. I should have brought Kaelirra with me on this one. She would have liked to have seen this. But so I'm going to scope out the room and check around the statue. See if there's anything like maybe any kind of shelf or hidden compartment, or maybe if there's like an engravings on the walls or the statues.
Yeah, okay. Give me a religion check. That seems to be more appropriate to discovering these sorts of things.
Surely paladins get religion as a thing. Barely. Fine.
Alright, let's see. There's no, like, murals on the wall or anything in here. Although your eyes again and again are drawn to these strange red tattoos marked on the statue. You've never seen anything like them depicted alongside Kaelirra as you know her. And you definitely get the impression that this is... this part of the temple might be older than Goddess Kaelirra. In fact, your...
Demon Kaelirra.
Yeah, your mind is distinctly brought back to the statue of Demon Kaelirra you saw in the other temple in Kalensburg. These two look a lot alike.
I'm just going to run my finger over those tattoos.
Okay. Let's see. Give me... let's see. Perception, I guess. Let's see if you discover anything new through the sense of touch. Yeah, okay. So as you run your fingers along these tattoos, you sense something's not quite right here. Your fingers are touching what should be stone, yet this feels more like clay. As you press in on the red, it actually gives way, pushing down into the statue itself.
That's very strange.
It's also, you note, getting a little hot in here. Especially on your fingers. Like, whatever this material is, it's fairly warm.
I... Hmm. Think. I'm gonna maybe just kind of scratch my finger against this clay and see if it peels back, if it and reveals anything that's something that's underneath of it.
Sure. Let me roll something real quick here. Alright, yeah. No, this stuff isn't peeling away necessarily, though it does move and reform after your fingers brush across it. It has a very flesh-like property the more you play with it. Anytime you poke or prod, it simply resumes its previous shape.
I'm gonna just look around and ask, hello? And look at the statue and like, are you... I don't suppose you're alive and awake? Eh?
If the gargoyle was trying to hide from you, would it say so? No, if this thing is alive,
Depends how
it takes
smart it
my
is.
answer.
Okay.
Start playing with its tits.
I don't want to start I don't just want to start fondling the statues yet.
Grab its ass, or would that be hitting rock bottom
Just
too
slip
hard?
a finger in between its legs.
I wonder if
COC
Kaelirra would find that
intensifies.
inappropriate.
I would
I'm
just like
pretty
a
sure
minute
Kaelirra would
to
find that
applaud
highly
that
erotic.
pun that went, completely unnoticed.
Kaelirra's not exactly a nun.
True. I can't just go desecrating the temples of my goddess, though. Not yet.
Good.
I could.
But it wouldn't be desecrating it. It'd be hot.
Exactly. Wait.
She sounds like she'd be into temple orgies.
Alright, so let's just take a step back and realizing we're suggesting a, Crusader knight. Just imagine, you should molest the statue in the ancient dusty temple.
Yeah, but by
is
our
a whole
standards,
new level.
ancient, all the ancient dusty temples we know of are Judeo-Christian type dealies, which
not
where
necessarily.
sex is heavily scandalized. If you were going in to some ancient fucking, I can't think of the name of the religion. It might be old Buddhism or something, where they had the walls just covered in carvings of people boning each other in different ways. And just started poking at the boobs or checking to see if they sculpted a vagina. It wouldn't be that weird.
You're thinking of Hinduism.
Yeah. See, somebody knows what's up.
Yeah, that seemed quite out of place for Buddhism.
I get
I'm
those.
gonna do something, I think. First I'm going to clean off the statue. I may as well equal things out and clean it up. And then after that, I'm going to take out that skin of tears, and I'm gonna dribble just a little bit onto the not gargoyle's head.
Just dribble a little bit onto its knot.
Alright, sorry, where are you dribbling the water?
Just onto its head.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Alright. Make a perception check. Cool.
Cat. Dipshit.
You know
All
what?
right, hold on.
I'm gonna
hold on,
initiate-
Hold on.
Okay.
You do see a thing. You do see a thing.
Okay.
The statue remains completely motionless as it was, holding its little collar and spear. But when you run the water on it, it courses down the statue's hair, and it washes some dust, let's say, off of the red substance on its arms. And you now see that they're faintly glowing, and more than that, you're fairly sure the statue's hair moved with the water. Like, that hair isn't stone. You're sure of that now.
The hair's gonna get boned.
The hair moved the water into the markings.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I'll start dribbling water a bit at a time across the markings.
Alright, cool. You flush out all the tattoos with water, and as you do, you can see some of it's curving along her shoulders, and you notice now that there's a slight gap between the long white dress that the statue's wearing and its body inside. Like, they're two separate items that must have been overlaid on one another. And as you, for lack of a better word, peer down its cleavage, you can see that there's more of these faintly glowing red tattoos all across her midriff, concentrating around her belly, hips, and thighs. And they're all glowing now, faintly visible beneath the statue's garment.
Do I try and strip the statue and get into those other tattoos?
Yes.
Well, then you can just summarize what the fuck you're doing.
I am possibly waking up something.
Yeah, and then think about what is it you're waking up.
Booty.
A statue.
Booty, 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 booty.
Oh,
Ostensibly, it could also be another mortal form.
yes. Of what?
Could just be a gargoyle.
Of the past.
Savin's gargoyle fetish is well known.
That is also a very true thing.
Yeah,
Could just be gargoyle.
and then it could just be a gargoyle, or it could be, like a demonic aspect of your goddess. That you're like, oh hey, I'm gonna wake her up.
Cool, we could reform her and teach her to love.
By sex.
Teach her to love my
It's
dick.
always by sex.
Chat
Come
says
on.
to put your finger up her butt.
See, chat knows what's up.
Who is this person named Chat?
I'm gonna take a step back from the statue, and I'm gonna close my eyes. I'm gonna think really hard about Kaelirra and try to see if I can push myself into that into that mind space.
Alright, yeah. You know how to do that, but you will be asleep on this mortal coil. So, are you sure that's what you want to do?
Maybe the demon god will teach Kinathis how to love.
Butt love.
But, yep.
Or have some steak.
Aw. Please. I'm sure
They
she's
could
not
eat
in
some cow. Also,
Curtains.
Madam Squiggles made that very joke today. This
Oh, so you
cowgirl
just stole
getting-
someone's joke.
Lame.
You guys have the biggest boner for Madam Squiggles lately.
She's so good. Also, I just discovered her just a little while ago, so...
I was gonna say, it can't have been that long ago, because Third and Kinathis were gushing about her.
When was I gushing about her?
I don't know, maybe it was just Kinathis.
Yes. Kinathis is a move.
Kinathis got there first. She was his wife
And
at first.
Kinathis draws the other moves.
Do I risk going to sleep for a brief period of time? I could really use some input from Kaelirra.
Just give her a strap on and go to sleep. She'll give you some input.
God damn it.
It's okay, Chad will agree.
Probably.
I'm sorry. I'm a dirty, dirty man. I can't help it. Everyone knew this.
I'm dirty, dirty.
Fen is indeed a dirty girl.
Not a
And
dirty
she should be
girl.
Punished.
Man.
Okay,
think I'm gonna
Sigrid.
I'm gonna step out to the other temple
Okay.
and possibly like kneel down at the statue and then take a brief respite and try and get some input. Some advice.
All right. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Took me way longer than I expected to find a picture of Geralt doing his little meditate bullshit. But yeah, all right. So you go sleepy by and force yourself not to dream, but to wander into the dream. Where you see the familiar glade spread out and a handful of lion knights, many of whom are sadly deceased, are milling about. Monty is sitting somewhere nearby and gives you a friendly wave. And of course, Kaelirra is standing near the door of your cabin, and she gives you a beatific smile as you approach.
I will approach her and give her a hug, and then tell her that I found something I need your advice on. I think you're the best one to really give me some assistance on this. I found a temple of yours.
Oh, is that so?
One underneath Greymore. I found a statue of you, but a different you. She looks stronger, more well-defined muscles, and she's got a spear I've never seen you depicted with before. And then I found a hidden wall. It wasn't very hidden, but a wall that could be pushed down, and I took it apart and found another temple of yours. But this one was to your past you, the demon Kaelirra. It had a very strange statue in it, covered in tattoos that were warm and they glowed when I put your tears on it.
Kaelirra's eyes grow wide and she grasps you by the shoulders. You're not still there, are you?
I left that room.
You
and
need to leave. And she just slaps you in the face and you wake up.
Okay. Well, okay then. I will scramble to my feet.
Somebody likes it rough.
God damn it. Alright. You scramble to your feet and look around and make a perception check real quick. Alright, yeah. You're not alone. There are footsteps leading through the dust, just going right past you and out the door.
I am going to reach up and grab that spear.
Alright. There's a statue hand holding onto it, and the spear tip is pushed up against the roof.
Damn it. It can come out, but it can't come out.
Yeah,
Unless I break the fingers.
Yeah, you'd have to break your fingers off.
I ain't doing that.
Make a hole in the wall or ceiling.
Not doing that either. That would take too long. I'm going to draw my sword and follow those footprints.
Alright. The footsteps lead out of the caves, or out of the temple, rather, and into the caves underneath the Greymore. And yeah, if you take a moment to look over your shoulder, and the statue you were washing off is long gone.
Shit. That was a gargoyle or something.
You would have known if you had fingered it.
I mean, maybe I can reason with it. I did clean it off and treat it nicely.
Kina, make another... Actually, no, you got 22, fuck it. I mentioned there were a bunch of other statues you passed by?
What statues?
There's just like warrior, old Viking human warrior statues standing up against the walls that you passed through. It's the same room where two of Fergus's night buddies died way back in like Adventure 2.
Okay.
Yeah, like way back, there's some other statues. You hear stones scraping in the other room.
I'm gonna look out and to see what I can see.
Alright, what you see is... Let me get... 2-layer token. Token layer. Let me switch you over to another map real quick.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see. Keenan, you're going to come with me over to the Castle Greymore map.
Castle Butmore.
It is indeed the Castle Butmore map. That's a plip. There you are.
And there I am up there.
Yes, there's the other you. You are not, in fact, the only you. So yeah, none of these guys exist anymore, I guess.
Okay.
Shit, what layer am I on? Oh god. Okay. So as you're sitting around, thunk, 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 thunk. All of the statues in the other room are starting to come towards you, drawn by the light of your torch and your armored footsteps on the ground. These look remarkably alive, and the grayness of their skin is starting to peel away, almost like another layer of skin, revealing pink flesh and wild eyes underneath. Each of these figures has a long, hoary beard and a great big, broad steel helmet. Most of them are carrying axes and shields, which no longer look very stone to you. These are warriors of some sort, brought back to life by some sort of magic you've awoken. What do you do?
Shit. I suppose I'm going to put out that torch and then slink back into
Alright.
a doorway.
Alright, speaking of which, let me go grab some doors, because I don't think this has any that it should. So there's a door. Meow. Meow. If you want to close the door, you can. So there's that. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, and you can see, let me see it, if my dynamic light, nope, that's not going to happen. I wish there was a way to get rid of like a small piece of dynamic lighting, like an erase button.
That'd be nice.
It would be. Okay, so imagine... Doo-doo. There's the hole you broke in the wall. For the record. That's it. You have your statue where it ought to be. And are you closing the door all the way, or just...
Just most of the way. I'm going to look out and watch
right.
these things.
So the statue-like men wander out, and you hear them speaking a language you don't quite recognize to each other. They look like they're in search mode, like they saw something, saw you, and now they don't know where you've gone. And a moment passes, and then they start conversing frantically amongst each other. A few of them grab each other's shoulders and shake each other, and some dust off bits of stone that cling to their skin. One of them cracks his back powerfully and seems to hurt himself somewhat.
I have an idea. Okay, I'm gonna take out my holy symbol, because I have a feeling these things aren't after me. And I'm gonna open the door.
All right.
And hold it out up.
All right. Yeah. They turn to you. A few of them raise their axes, ready their shields, but they see the holy symbol you hold up, and the heart clasp of your cloak, your holy regalia. And they look amongst each other, confused, and then the nearest ones, they ask you something in their language, but you can't understand. Another points at your holy symbol and asks, Kaelirra.
I will nod.
They look amongst each other, and then one of the men in the back, let's see, this guy is going to come forward. He's going to look at you, and then look at the statue behind you, and he'll point at the statue and ask, Kaelirra, again, and some other words you don't understand after it.
I will point at the statue and say, Kaelirra, and I'll put it to myself and say, put my hand on my chest and say, Paladin.
All right. As soon as you
Kaelirra.
say that, every one of them kneels in front of you. Heads down low, weapons on the ground.
You did it.
Oh.
You taught them to love.
No, I just
In the
figured
butt.
that they're not here to stop. They're here as a security measure against that gargoyle or something. And I will just say, rise, please.
They don't understand you, but you communicated with some hand gestures or something. And
Yeah.
They do slowly.
And then I'm going to point at the statue and put my point to my horn, little nubby cow horns, and then point at the footsteps in the dust leading away.
All right. The men look between each other, and then you, and then nod, and one of them points to the door where or the hole in the wall where the statue came out of. Like, yeah, they knew that was there.
Yeah.
Right, but they don't seem like alarmed when you say, "Oh yeah, that statue just ran out." In fact, a few of them look happy.
Good for him. I knew he had it in him all along. Go get that girl.
I'm gonna pass my hand up and do a detect evil across each of these things. These people?
Yeah, they look like normal people now. The some of them still have, like, bits of stone attached to them, but underneath seems to be just normal flesh. Let me pull this up here real quick. This will work. Do. Yeah, this is more or less what they look like, by the way. And you pass your hand over them, detect evil. They are evil as shit.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh God. Fighting the forces of chaos.
Pretty much. These are, in fact, beardy Chaos Vikings.
Chaos undivided.
Blood for the blood god.
This is not a good thing.
Chaos undivided does not have any blood god.
And it seems like a shitty chaos to me.
You're a shitty chaos.
Yeah, shitty chaos.
I am.
I will.
So they're just milling around right now.
I will point at the statue again, and then put my hands up to my eyes and like I'm looking around.
Alright.
Where did the statue go?
They make no motion that they have any idea. Like, you're the one who pointed out the footsteps to them.
Okay, I'm just gonna point at the ground and mouth and just say stay. And I'm gonna go and follow those footprints.
All right, cool. So Skezza goes out and into the caves of chaos, so to speak.
Oh, how do I find all this weird shit? I'm just
Into
looking
the
for.
caves of
I was just
wonder.
looking for a book or a ritual or something, and I'm finding all this.
Well, you
nonsense.
found a ritual. Let me tell you.
Fucking fuck you.
All right.
I just go sacrifice 2 goats, 2 virgin, and 2 virgin goats.
And now I'm really considering going back into that room and splashing water all over the other statues to see if that wakes up too. Because it was really nice looking.
Yeah, that was nice, Kaelirra, definitely. So yeah, I'm gonna move on. Let you sort out what you want to do to Celadrie, I suppose.
Oh, okay. I should tab out of Skyrim.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's nothing I have planned right now.
You were gonna go get your book back from the Thieves Guild.
Didn't he already give it to me?
No, he said he left it somewhere. You also had the ritual to suck the demon out of the little headband thingy Kinathis.
Right.
So both of those things.
First, I am gonna go to my university.
Okay.
And does it cost anything to, I don't know, like copy out of somebody else's spellbook?
Copy into your spellbook?
Yeah.
I think it costs just the normal fee to put something in your spellbook.
Okay.
So, fairly insignificant.
I will see if anybody there can help me out with a spell.
Sure. They have lots of spells. What spell do you want?
I would like Dimension Door and Shrink Item.
Shrink the item.
Just Shrink Item.
Yeah. Let's see. Duration for several days. All right. Yeah, those are fairly mundane spells. I don't see why you can't find them in the Magic Academy.
Okay. I will copy those down into my spellbook.
All right.
And then the
One
next
of the
day,
students you copy it from is like, "Do you need that for a test?"
yes.
He nods sagely, and he gives you half of the material components. Like, I got you, bro. I got you.
There aren't any material. Oh well.
I'm pretty sure it costs material components to copy it into your book.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not just money. I mean, it's money you pay to get things like ink. Weirdly expensive magic ink.
1 second.
Skull boobs for the boob throne, skulls for the Kaelirra throne. Excellent.
Okay, so I will contact my sister.
All right.
Tell her to prepare some invisibilities
Okay.
and improved invisibility,
Okay.
and get ready because tomorrow we're going to thieving.
Oh, Awesome! Who are we ripping off?
The same place we robbed last time.
She gets a big excited look. Cool. I'll go tell Bartho.
Wait, no.
What?
It's just between you and me.
Wait. You can't do that. Bartho will kill us. You're not supposed to.
Oh, really? Is that how the Thieves Guild works?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh. Well, if you have to, I guess.
I mean, it's a Thieves Guild, right? If you're gonna thieve, you have to go through Thieves Guild. Otherwise, it wouldn't be much of a guild.
I just thought it was kind of a loose conglomeration of people with similar interests.
I think that's more like a club.
The Thieves Club. No, wait, that's the thing you hit people over the head with.
She produces a blackjack and gives you a grin.
No, that's a playing card.
She wiggles her fingers and it becomes a playing card.
Oh,
Want to play?
Not right now. Rain check.
Okay. I'll go make with the spells. Whoosh.
Okay. And then tomorrow,
Cool.
here's what we are going to do.
Alright.
Invisibility on both of us.
Okay.
We're going to fly to the house. Because we did the whole have the guy run out the front door. They shouldn't be watching the skies or anything like that.
Sure.
But just in case, we'll deal with that. We'll do the whole invisibility thing.
Also,
You
I
said-
assume... Hold on, one second. I assume by improved invisibility, you mean invisibility greater, right? Because there doesn't appear
yeah.
to be an improved... Right.
Greater invisibility.
Yeah, okay.
The one
Just make
lets
sure.
you do things while still remaining invisible.
Technically, it says if the subject attacks, but I'll give it to you. I think that's the intent, probably. But yeah, go ahead.
Now, when we were in the attic before, you said that there were like cracks in the roof, that you could see through.
Yeah.
So,
Are you going to shrink you?
I have shrink items.
I see what you're going to
I'm
do.
going to dimension door us
Okay.
in.
Okay. Alright, yeah,
Or,
you get in, no problem.
Find the mirror.
Okay. It is where you left it.
I'm going to shrink item on the mirror.
Alright. Let me see how that spell works exactly. Just in case there's some weird bullshit about shrinking magic items. Doesn't look like it. Shrink item, return, tossing them onto any solid surface. Okay, so.
Does say shrink any one non-magical item.
That's
got it.
lame.
There we go. Alright. So you're in the attic going, like, shrink, damn it, shrink.
It won't go down. It won't go down.
God damn it.
Alright.
Thea invisibly looks at you.
Plan B, Thea.
Uh-huh.
Cast invisibility on the mirror.
Do you think we can lift that? It looks super heavy.
How heavy is it?
That's a good question. How much does a standing mirror weigh? Standing mirror weigh.
Depends on the age and its frame.
Let's see. Hold on. I have Google for this. I can find out things on my own. Because...
No, Savin.
The
That's not
internet.
what I meant.
Well, yeah, I know.
Standing
But...
mirrors by age and the actual, age of when it was made.
Well, yeah, like the
1967.
style and stuff, I'm sure. But let's see.
That also lets you know what materials was used.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is magical
Or a lot-
fantasy bullshit, so I don't think that's necessarily going to help us here. Let's see. Height 66 pounds? That seems incredibly light. Let's try this. What do you weigh, item? Tell me your secrets. Damn it.
If need be, I can cast Enlarge Person on myself and Thea. So we would be large creatures.
That would definitely do it, but it looks like standing mirrors are actually fairly light. So, I'm in D&D terms of you being able to carry ridiculous amounts of shit. So I think as long as you don't go through any small doors, you should be fine. Between the two of us. Thea's really needs to go to the gym at some point, but you're both wizards, so
Even lift, bro.
Thea most certainly does not lift.
So I can do a heavy load of 100.
Okay, so yeah, between the two of you can heft this thing around. It's heavy as shit and it's bulky as fuck, but yeah, you can maneuver it.
Alright. So, Dimension Door.
Alright. That works.
And fly away.
Alright, you probably can't fly it away, but you can land somewhere and walk it out.
Just,
I guess you could enlarge
feather
person
fall
and then fly
and
away.
stuff like that.
Alright, if you guess feather fall on it, sure, why not? Yeah. You now have a feather light mirror that is bulky as shit. The two of you fly back to Thea's place.
Yeah.
Ka-thunk. Alright, you now have a giant magic mirror sitting in your sister's attic.
Perfect.
Right.
Okay, there's one more thing I should probably do that I just thought of right now.
Is it stab me in the back and then take it for yourself?
Ah, forgot that too. Well, next time.
Alright, ring check. Got it.
Non-detection won't work. Well, just put it in a closet somewhere. Put a cloak over it for now.
Okay. Question?
Yeah.
So if this thing's like a portal and shit, can things come through it to me? Like someone else had one of these, or like a teleport or something. Could they just walk in my house?
I think they could do that if they just had a mirror. One of these kind of mirrors. They could go anywhere.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess. But would it be easier? Would they know where this one is?
But they don't know where this one is.
But I mean, if they had another one of these mirrors, is it like some sort of weird network of magic mirrors spying on people? No? Oh, alright.
I think so, maybe.
Cool.
So put a cloak over it.
Alright.
Maybe point it at the wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do.
That way, if people try and come through, they go thunk, and you have a bit forewarning.
Alright. She cranes it around and actually, you know what? No, she lives on top of a fucking clock tower. She angles it down the infinite descent to the bottom, 100 feet down.
Perfect.
And just ties it off with a rope.
Now, make sure that's solid.
I can tie a knot, God.
Yeah. Because we could pull off some crazy heists with this thing.
Yeah.
They'd never see us coming. Never see us leave either.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we have invisibility for that now.
Well, yeah, but we could get into places without ever having to, go into them.
I guess, yeah. Getting out might be
Like-
hard, but
like-
we'll see.
like vaults.
Ooh.
Or we could look in somebody's pockets.
She giggles and says, or we could like look in people's like in their houses and their bedrooms. We could just spy on anybody doing anything.
Yeah.
Like, we should try and sell this thing to like the princess. This would be like they could
No.
spy on the hobgoblins and stuff. We'd be so rich we wouldn't need to steal anymore.
Well,
They'd
they
make
already have.
us princes or princesses, whatever.
Wouldn't they already have one of these? You think?
I don't know. I've never even heard of one of these before, so maybe.
I'll go talk with Princess. I know her.
Whoa, really? Oh, man, you should introduce us. I want to be friends with Princess.
Well, I'm not really friends with her. I just know her.
Oh,
The other princess I'm kind of friends with.
there's another princess?
Wait, am I supposed
Way
to
to
sell
blow
anything?
some cover.
He
Way to
like
go,
cocks her head aside.
Don't worry.
No. You gotta tell me if you know a princess. Come on.
I just call her Princess. That's all.
Roll,
Call her Princess because she is a princess. Roll deception.
influence. Yes.
Roll
Yes,
bluffomancy.
Let's roll influence.
Ah, fuck that. This is my sister. Yeah, I really shouldn't be telling you this. But there's another princess.
Whoa. Is she like locked in the tower and stuff?
You gotta keep it super special secret.
Yeah. She was in the Tower of Mages. Or whatever.
Oh wow, is she okay?
Oh yeah, I rescued her.
She gets a big like look on her face.
Yeah, it was me
Awesome.
and this bunny ogre girl.
Oh yeah.
That they were supposed to turn me back to flesh because my fingers and wings had been turned to stone. But they chickened out of that deal when they got attacked by hobgoblins. So
And you
I grabbed
rescued a
the princess
princess.
and ran.
Was it lots of like swashbuckling and swordplay, like in those
Yeah.
shitty books? Oh yeah.
And this weird jellyfish thing that took over my mind.
Whoa. What happened to it?
I think it is slowly taking over a swamp, and we'll have to deal with it in 10 years. But for now, it's okay.
Badass.
So if I ever die to a jellyfish thing, avenge me, please.
No.
Oh, okay.
If it kills you, it'll probably kill me.
Oh,
But
fair
I'll bury you.
enough. Okay. Wait, how will you bury me if you're dead?
No, I won't be dead because I'm not going to go avenge you and die.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah. Only
So
sleeping up
anyway.
here. She taps her head.
So anyway, I rescued this princess lady, and I think I totally have the hots for her.
Whoa,
But you're
She could
not
be like-
sure.
Princess Celadrie? Wink?
I don't know. I don't know if it works like that.
Probably. You should go for it.
I don't know. She's been chugging all these fuck drafts, making her boobs big.
Well, that's like even better.
I even had to invent a new spell to help her out. I call it Celadrie's Itty Bitty Titty Committee.
Really?
Yeah, it shrinks boobs.
How big did they get that you need to make a spell for it?
Big.
She looks like you can now see tiny little fairy nipples poking out through her shirt.
God damn it.
Yeah, your sister has better taste.
Fuck off, Fed.
Wait. Say that. So you're telling me that her nipples are so fucking hard, it's making an indentation in like leather armor or something like that.
She's a wizard. So, no, it's making an indentation in, like, her jammies.
Her bikini robes. Because that's what wizards wear, right?
She's like Garrett, only less leather.
Yeah. And more magic.
Yeah.
So, really, she's like Corvo. Only...
Without the mask.
Yeah. I mean, Garrett
And
wears
without
a
the
mask.
choking fetish.
Well, as far as you know.
No, probably.
Well, we all know who has that fucking fetish. Hint, hint.
Chocoxo.
Fenoxo.
What? That's slander. And I don't need to stand for it.
I
I
know.
thought Backy was the one who had a choking fetish, all the choking she threatens to do.
Oh, no, I was talking about Corvo and Fenoxo choking out. Don't you remember?
The
We spent,
one
like,
game!
What was it, like 40? Yeah,
One
40
game where I
fucking
obsess
minutes
over
just
choking everything.
guard after guard. Just choking guard after guard and then starting over to go back and choke them again. All while you cackled, giggled, madly, and in glee.
So, anyway. Alright, so. You have that settled. Mira is secured. What next?
You think that's it for me for now?
Okay. If I might suggest, start thinking of what ritual bullshit you want to concoct in order to coax a demon out of the headdress.
Yeah.
You gotta...
Be like, hey, I made this better circlet for you because you totally deserve better circlet.
Alright, well. Start thinking about how you want to do that, because that's probably what we're going to hit on next. Adventures in Backy Land.
Backy Land! Freshens breath.
No, that's Celadrie.
Close up shit.
Backy Land, nukes some bitches. Alright, so...
Night doesn't flow as much as blows up some shit.
So, what's on the agenda?
Blows shit up. Well, if you have the bullet document I sent you, that you asked me to write for you, it should be right there. And as well as the PM that you asked me to send you as to what we were going to do in the session.
Right, so, Morgan?
Yar.
Alright, cool.
First is the whole getting the shit. Like, get some fucking fun wine, some good shit. I still had like one bottle of like ancient fucking dwarven booze in the hall.
So you gonna bring that, or do you want to like get some slightly less infinitely valuable wine?
Of course, I'm bringing the fun wine. I said that.
Okay.
I've got something to drink, and I bring my schematics, bring all my shit I was supposed to bring in, the boats.
Alright, cool. So, think how this is gonna work, just for interest's sakes. Let's see, it takes you 2 days to get there, if you have a horse. I assume you have no means of teleporting yourself about, unlike certain fighters, so...
Or spellcasters, you know.
So, boop, boop. That's my point. Alright, so, nothing tries to murder you on your trip to Kalensburg. And you are able to make it safely all the way up to Castle Kalen. Sig, you are still here. Having not quite yet left for your adventures in Dwarfland. Or B-Land, rather. So, you arrive in Kaelinsburg, or the Castle Kaelin, rather. This is where most of the dwarves have set up shop now. Kaelinsburg itself is given over largely to the Catfolk and such. And in the interest of not sparking any tensions, the dwarves have decided to set up largely in one of the further courtyards of the castle, so that's where you find them. All their caravans have been pushed up against the wall, and Skarn and some of his engineers are up on the walls repairing the age-old damage the fort's sustained, slowly but surely. And he gives you a friendly nod as you approach and calls down, "Backy! What brings you up here? Come to visit your old friends."
Of course, I had someone specifically in mind as well.
Good. And he turns to his workers and says, let's take a lunch break, everyone. Think we've all earned it." He gives them a push down towards the stairs, and he hops down towards you and wiping some old stone dust off his hands and gives you a smile. "So, lunch?"
Sure. I got my usual giant ass fucking backpack here with all this shit.
Cool. He leads you over to his caravan. And you see his son Haskern sitting on the front, smoking on a big old pipe. He gives you a friendly nod, of course. And Sig, one of the dwarves, tells you that Backy is here if you'd care to go say hi.
Sure.
You might want to know. That's it. Just as you're settling into the caravan, Sig shows up. Yay!
Yay me.
Yay you!
Hey, Sig. I see you find the cold reactive.
What?
I can see your nipples through the plate, dude.
What?
Skarn just starts laughing uproariously.
I am really confused.
She's teasing you, lass. Sit down. Have a drink.
I have all the drinks.
He pours some dwarvish mead that's sitting on the table inside for everyone. The four of you, I guess. His son probably will come inside. Yeah, he will ask Backy what brought her here. More than just visiting friends, he assumes.
Well, of course. I said I was looking for someone specific. I wonder if you got Morgan around here.
Morgan, yeah, she's in the castle keep, clearing out the old library, I think. Hadn't found anything interesting in there, mostly collapsed, but slowly getting the old castle cleared out, getting the rubble moved out, using it to repair the walls where we can. It's not dwarven work per se, but well, we owe a lot to this lass here for taking us in. He gives Sig a jab in the ribs.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm awesome.
Nah.
Who'd have thunk it?
Well, it's better to have a dwarf work on the stone than do it yourself, because then at least you know it's gonna be good with what you got.
Dwarven quality. Fine dwarven wares. Alright, so, you guys break bread together, have a nice glass of mead, and when you're done, Skarn will offer to go fetch Morgan for you if you'd like, or tell you where she is if you'd rather not.
I can go to her. She's probably working as well. It would be suck to have her just come out here into the cold.
He nods understandingly, and gives you directions on how to get to the old library and the castle keep. Though you probably already know because you've been here a bunch.
Yeah.
But
And the thing is, though, I get a little bit of mental contact with the crossbow there.
Alright. You reach your mind into the ethereal. You feel its presence in the back of your mind once more.
So I asked the Crossy there and I forgot his fucking name.
You never learned it. Or
I forgot it back. Yes, it did. It was one of the executioners, remember? One of the banishers of Lord Winter. Remember?
I mean, you know who it is, but you didn't get her name. And I know that because I decided what her name was after the last time we talked about it.
Okay. So I'm checking with her to see. While it's probably fun to just, or depends on what your definition of fun is, to just lay around, I figure like, why not learn a little bit? So it would be fun if you could teach me ancient Dwarven.
Make a influence check. Let's see how much this crossbow likes you. It certainly doesn't hate you.
Okay,
right,
so kitten. No, oh no, kittens. Don't be so cute. Have a kitten. Cat too cute.
Alright.
Oh, average.
Woo! Look at that. Beating a moderate difficulty class. Congratulations. Alright. A moment passes and the crossbow whispers into your mind. I suppose that could be more interesting than another few decades of silence, yes? I'll offer you two choices. I could flood your mind with information, though you'd have to leave yourself completely open to me for a moment. Or you and I could simply talk for a while, and I'll teach you as I would a student. I confess either way, though it's not my mother tongue.
I just talk to her since it's all in Sylvan. It's like, and Sylvan is neither mine. It took me just a couple of years to learn, though.
She laughs a moment in your mind and says, well, if you've got the years to spare, then I suppose I do.
Sure. But let's start in that case with the basic, like etiquette, like a proper formal greeting and farewell.
Alright. Yeah, she'll teach you the ancient dwarf hello and goodbye. Sure. That takes you a few moments to master. Polyglot that you are.
Yar. Hooray. So, just, must look a little bit strange. Scar just suddenly stands still and looks like, like,
Probably looks weird to Sig, too. You're just staring off into the middle distance for an extended period of time.
Yeah, it's not that different from normal. It isn't.
actually, it's not.
I know. So, no one notices Backy, who's just wandered off mentally, and Scar and Sig are just talking like bros. And then Backy snaps back.
Like, okay. Just like say, okay, Sig, if you have anything you wish to have me work on once I get back and stuff like that, just I would say leave a note, but I know better than that. So just leave a message with someone.
I can leave a note.
And I'll. You can, right?
Yeah. And I will pull out a pen and start
Draconic.
writing in Draconic.
Skarn looks at
Yes.
it and it's like, the hell chicken scratch is that?
Draconic.
Draconic?
What?
Yeah. You need to
Well,
know.
my armor
That,
taught me how to do it.
yeah.
He chuckles
You
and
literally
shakes his
speak the
head.
language of the dragons.
Adventures. Just waves a hand.
Oh, and just to point out something about adventuring, it's sort of cool because I just learned this literally right now, and I give him the proper ancient dwarven of farewell.
He looks momentarily taken aback by that. Oh, well, that's something I haven't heard in a while. Where'd you learn that?
Here, right now.
He looks around, like searching for an ancient dwarf. Oh. Care to explain a little more? Eh? Old Skarn's a little confused. Also
Yeah,
need more
but
drink.
it's okay. But you know, I just tell him that, hey, every girl needs to have her secrets, remember?
He drinks harder. After a moment, he turns to Sig and says, "Oh, you're a woman now. You're gonna start keeping secrets on us."
Probably. Is that what vaginas are for?
You have
Where you
one
keep
of those.
secrets? No.
There you go then. Everything's fine. Slap on the back.
See, I'm lucky. Dwarves can't tell that I'm a woman because I don't have a beard.
Yeah. All catfolk are just completely indistinguishable from one another.
That's like Asians.
Alright, so you're gonna go find Morgan?
Captain Morgan?
Yes, Captain Morgan.
No.
No. Was that a yes, Backy? Sorry.
Yes, that was a yes.
Alright, cool. So you go to the ruins of the library, which has now been cleared out. There's no longer shitloads of rubble anywhere. Still dark and dingy and underground, and there's no books on the shelves, but you find a handful of dwarves in there repairing some of the pillars, including Morgan. She sets her tools aside and beams at you. Hey, Backy! Long time no see.
Yeah, been a little bit busy. Just a little bit. I'm thinking about you, though.
Oh?
Yeah?
And this is where we all remember where
That's
Backy
right.
and Morgan have never flirted before. She looks confused.
Right, so all my
Just giving an example.
all my praising before about her handiwork there with the flamethrower wasn't flirting. Nope, not at all.
I don't think she took it that way,
No.
but yeah.
Oh, right, so if I remember correctly, it was blushing furiously.
Take it as you will.
No, yeah.
But yeah, all right. She
Sorry, Captain Bacon.
she,
yeah.
she blushes a little bit
So-
again and asks, "What do you mean? Did you need something?" Or,
Well, you know of Haskar Mortensen? Well, of course.
Yeah, sure. Do you want me to get
Okay.
him for you, or?
No, Haskar Mortensen.
Yeah. Do you want me to go get my brother? I thought you would have passed him.
No, that's salt smoker.
She gets like,
You haven't read anything about
look, and says,
Crystal
okay.
Horde?
Nice cover, Savin.
Nice cover, Morgan. What was that, Backy? Also, you were super quiet.
I am?
More quiet than usual.
Sounds fine to me.
Huh?
Strange.
Weird. Alright, well, I'm going deaf. Don't mind me. Anyway, what did you say? Sorry.
Okay, no, I said Crystal Horde. You know,
Yeah.
the ancient alchemist, Haskar Mortensen, all that stuff.
Right, him. Sure. What's up? I think I probably have a book around here somewhere if you want to learn or...
No. I actually was in Crystal Horde a tad there. You know, checking about.
She snickers. No, you weren't. No one's been in there for ages. It's got traps out the ass. No one can get in there.
Yeah, DCL was there.
Just, I whip it out.
The crossbow, I assume? Yeah, she goes
Yes.
eye wide and says, I stand corrected. Wow. Wait, does that thing actually work? I've never seen one that works. And she hops
Yes,
up and...
she works.
Ooh, does it have a name?
Currently it's crossbow, but it's a she. I can guarantee it that it's a she. And I just say with a slight grin, here is her in the new, and show the schematics.
You feel a somewhat disapproving grunt in your mind as you show the schematics. And Morgan blinks in surprise. Wow, this would actually work. You actually got this from Crystal Horde?
Yep.
Wow, so this is Scar Askin's actual design. She traces her fingers along the old dusty text and says, huh, if we'd had these a few years earlier, probably wouldn't have lost the homeland. Do you think we could make a few of these? I'd be willing to front the cost if I had to. Hell,
We
sell to
already
Sig.
got that.
Suddenly, dwarf super army. I gotta build an
I just
airship.
mentioned her. Yeah, that's gonna require a couple of brains here.
Although we
And,
could probably
mentioned
put
her
some
that-
of whatever this weapon is on an airship, right? Right?
No, I guess scorpions are a
Yeah, I
thing.
know.
Why not
Yeah,
build?
but it's a rapid
get a-
fire.
Yeah, why don't you just make a bigger version? Make an auto ballista.
Suddenly, fucking A-10 airship.
Yeah, just make the airship around an immense version of these that can just shoot spears through, like, castle walls and towers.
Hey, it's
Oh,
got my
just-
support. Where do I sign up?
With your wallet, mostly.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, if you start building it now, it might be done by the time downtime's over.
Yeah, but then the party will make me use it for
You know-
shit and end up destroying it.
Yeah, fair point.
You know,
The only way to keep it alive is to have
You
it
know-
never be fully operational.
Like a Death Star. Oh, wait.
behold the
Look how that
power
worked
of
for
an
the Catfolk.
operational airship.
Yeah, they had theirs almost fully operational, and everything worked out fine, right? They still have it.
Yeah, but
So-
the catfolk
You know-
have terrible leadership that's apparently riddled with spies.
Okay. I'm just gonna point out something that I'm just quoting this because I actually hate you guys
Oh
with
boy.
a passion.
Oh boy. No, please no.
Here's a high resolution one.
Why is
I
that?
go click on this.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, I have
Makes
linked
it
that
better.
before. It's A10 waifu.
why is there a body pillow in
Backy.
A10?
Because she's the best waifu.
God
Oh,
damn it.
senpai, you're gonna make me.
On the channel,
No.
you're gonna make me.
Adorably
Okay.
deadly.
Yes, you know that Savin is actually more enabled kind of person because here we go.
Oh god, what am I clicking on? See, they should have made that the CVS 69. Oh well. Missed opportunity. Or, unless it is. Nah, I think that's 5. That's it. Hey, yeah, that is the Enterprise. Aha.
It said you
Ow.
Oh, God.
aha, double nerd. What's that you say? Hey, you're taking your waifu to the danger zone?
God damn, why is this a series of things? Oh, my God. Perverts.
Ah, yes.
The least perverted thing.
This is subtle perversion.
It's not even perversion. It's like mocking the people that get actual like girl body pillows.
I know.
It's hipster.
Yeah.
Hipster body
It's
pillows.
totally is.
Right up until someone fucks the
Oh, yeah.
Enterprise.
Yeah, someone sews a fucking fleshlight into the pillowcase.
Yeah.
Into the pillowcase where that tank's barrel
Do
would
people do that? Because
I'd
like,
be amazed
if you
they
were gonna
didn't.
fuck a pillow, that seems like the ideal way to do it.
I assume that's what they're. I thought that was what body pillows were for the entire time.
What?
Like, why the fuck else do they always have like spread pussies and shit?
Well, I mean, people
obviously-
actually have like body pillows that aren't covered in porn.
Well, yeah, but
Just
I mean, if
'cause
you
they wanna
have
have
one
the
that is
big
covered
pillow.
in porn, obviously you would want to put a flashlight in it.
Then you'd think there'd be like a spot in the art, like made
It
for
is.
where
It's-
that's gonna be.
They're pussy your ass. If
Yeah,
I
but
wasn't
then
on
when I
Twitch
bought
right
it,
now, I'd
you
show you
always
that
have,
Elliot
like,
design.
a little black
but-
circle for where you could sew it in.
There's your waifu.
Body pillow waifu. Alright. Anyway, so now that we've completely lost focus on all of the things for all time,
What were we talking about?
something airships burp. Anyway,
oh, yeah,
automatic
airship
crossbows is I think where we left off. Morgan is suggesting that like you should take these to Sig and get a bunch of these made, so that you might arm the dwarven defenders of the
I'm telling
keep
you.
with glorious auto crossbows.
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it.
Matching out. Well, that would be good if you were anywhere near. Remember, I'm in the library.
Oh, sorry, I
You
thought we
are-
were still hanging out or drinking with Scar and Happy Butts.
No, Becky ditched you.
Oh no, you guys are happy butts.
Now
I'm
Scar
going
is drinking
for
under the table.
where the kids are.
Well, that was also where you were. Not big tits, but, you know. I don't know. That's a good question. Let us roll for Morgan's cup size. Hold on. I have a chart for this now.
She's dwarf.
Races, dwarf, sexual characteristics table. Because I have no life.
You have a dwarf sex characteristics table?
I have sex characteristics for all the playable races now. 1d2 plus for charisma. 1d2.
I have seen them.
Yes, Third knows what's up. Alright, she has C-cups. Which for a dwarf is pretty nice. The Third has seen my tables and just quietly wept for Savin sanity. Poor Savin.
I've seen your sexual characteristics.
Oh my. How lewd. Anyway, now I'll never use those tables again. So,
okay,
she's got bigger tits than Sig.
I still mentioned to her that I already have them being worked on to be made.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Can we buy some? Because I want one like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna buy. I'm looking, questioning at her, and almost like trying to digest or understand what you just said.
She gives you a questioning look like, what's so hard about that? After a moment, she reaches towards her belt pouch where you see her little coin purse. Is like, I know my dad would pay a fortune for him. One of those that actually worked. My brother probably wouldn't because he's got that weird spike thrower he made, but I don't even know how much one of those would be worth. A lot. She fumbles out two big gold pieces and hands them towards you. Call it a pre-order?
I'm just looking at those and like, why are you giving this?
Because I want one of those. And she points at your crossbow.
Yeah, they're being made. Like, why are you gonna buy things you're gonna get?
Wait, you're just gonna give us a bunch?
Of course. Why do you think I literally made an entire party? Well, got the party, and diverted them straight into Crystal Home, fought through animated suits of armor, alchemical golems, and petrification traps.
What's an alchemical
just
golem?
To get all this stuff. It's a golem of alchemical. Alchemical golems are pretty much impervious to magical damage, and are really nasty. Pretty much alchemical fire golems, ever burning, immune to magic.
That sounds even worse than a normal golem. At least they're made of stone.
Yeah, these guys sort of really hurt.
I bet.
Never get punched in the face. Never get punched in the face by one. It actually really hurts.
Oh, and you went through all that to get the plans to make these and to give them to us? Well, I know you.
Yeah, because
you and my dad are friends, but why? That's a lot of work just for us.
So you wouldn't go to the ends of the world for your friends?
Well, yeah, but I mean, without... I don't know, it's just all of a sudden telling us... Sorry, it's a lot to process. Thank you. And she, hops up and gives you a like awkward, way shorter than you hug.
Well, kneel down a little so it makes it easier for her. So.
Alright. Probably like boobs
Wait, how short
on
is she?
face level. I don't know, like not as tall as an average dwarf, like 4 foot, so she's probably like 3'10". She's little for a dwarf.
Yeah, but Back is 5'3", so she's not that much fucking taller.
Good. You got a good foot and change on her. But yeah, she's got her head like in your belly, like lower chest region, probably.
In my belly.
In my belly.
No, it's actually right on. It's underneath like where the collarbone is.
What? That little? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that,
So,
I had
face and
literally
boobs. There you go. No, she doesn't like
That's
you
pretty much
usually,
what everyone
but-
else fucking hugs me.
Now you know a tiny sliver of Skezza's pain.
Pain.
Wait, so she's hugging me, and she's about a foot shorter, so I should know Skezza's pain of getting Minotaur dicks every time. Just getting dick every time.
Well, not that pain, but you
Like,
know.
okay, so I can't just see the correlation between cute dwarven girl hugging me versus getting like beat bagged by fucking Minotaur testicles in my face. So I can fucking ball god up there versus cute dwarven girl. Like, I'm not seeing this. I don't see the connection here, bro. Help me out.
It's more about the focus on the tits, but you know, I'll support Kina. It's okay. Well, we remember you for things other than the 70 Minotaur gangbang. Eventually.
It's hard to top that though. It's fucking
Yes.
epic.
That was pretty special. Right.
For a power Kinathis. Ultra quadruple
Didn't even
Kinathis.
try to take himself off. He was
He tried
just
to.
cursing violently.
One day I'll do something that'll beat that, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gangbang by 100 centaurs all at once.
What?
Take out the
That's
platoon.
all.
I don't even. I don't even.
You don't have enough body mass for that.
So,
I don't.
No.
you can just hear Kinathis go like, move, no.
Oh god. I really want to get an awakened cowgirl who is still a
confusion.
bimbo anyway and does that shit. Oh, that'd be cute. Okay.
Shit.
Anyway, so Morgan gives you a hug. Thanks you profusely for doing this, even though it's so far out of left field. She's kind of doesn't have anything to say. She's just stunned for the moment.
Oh, well, if you start to get the lesser restoration potion out.
You just like tip it up into her mouth, and he goes, ah.
Cherry.
Mm.
No, but seriously. I just mentioned it like, well, it's not like I could see, for example, I thought I knew you were pretty brilliant when I saw the flamethrower that you made.
That was nothing. It's just just a side project. You should see my brother's spike throw. That's way more impressive than mine. She blushes a little bit more, pointedly looks away.
I was like, yeah. A spike thrower is probably a heavier version of a blessing, which means it just has an improved recoil mechanism, recoil observation, stronger launch mechanism, reinforced firing mechanism, as well as stronger, projectile launcher mechanism.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Everything with the difference is that a crossbow is a linear device. It goes one way. There's no real complications other than like make stuff hold together to make one thing move forward. Now, for fire example, everything can go to hell. Not enough pressure, flame goes into the fuel, boom. Too much pressure, you roast everything within like 100 feet around you, and then the pressure leaks and you set on fire. And everything explodes. And fire goes everywhere. There is no actual direct control over it, other than like point or the formation of the vents and the muzzle system on it, as well as actually adjusting the gauges, the pressurization of the actual fuel mix, among other things.
she blushes a little bit more and says, "Oh, well, that was all the easy stuff. The real part was getting the chemical mix right. Dwarven fire is hard to make, and to get it to actually go out of the nozzle at the right speed you need, I almost had to go back through the whole formula from scratch. It used to be all soupy and viscous. Anyway, she adjusts her collar and says, Did you find anything else in Crystalhorn? I'm sure it couldn't have just been all bows. Maybe other formulas? Other inventions? More stuff we can use, surely."
Well, yeah, there is things there, but accessing them again will take a lot more work. Because we already lost somebody there on the way there, while being there to be precise. So
She looks down for a moment before saying, "Well, what about dwarves? You said there were golems and stuff there. Maybe they wouldn't react to dwarves being there. I mean, the whole place was a fortress against
they react
everything
to
else.
everything.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this was
Did you have a
was
dwarf
a
with you?
complete. Yeah, at the end we had.
She chews her lip for a moment and says, "Well, there's got to be some way to get in there safely. I mean, Haskrin had to have left something like a failsafe or a control rod for the golem, something like that. If you could find it, we could get
These
in."
are not. No. The golems were autonomous because they were bound to a security system. That security system was a maximum lockdown, kill everything that isn't supposed to be there, which will involve everything alive.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you have to have a way to turn a system like that off, right? And it would have to be mechanical too. I mean, dwarves can't use magic, really.
Yeah, you can.
Racist.
No.
Yes.
No. Unless you know something no dwarf alive knows. And we don't really do the whole magic thing.
Apparently. Yeah, and Aska Mortensen was the one that figured it out.
Oh, what do you mean? Did you find like a spell book or something?
No, I found the notes, and
Excuse me.
you know the whole story about the disappearance of the gods like 1,000 years ago?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Guess who made him disappear?
She blinks. No way. No.
Guess way.
She just shakes her head violently. Even if you could do that, and I don't think you can, why would Haskrin do that? It doesn't make any sense. He was alive during the fall of winter. You would need the gods on your side, not just dead or broken up or whatever happened to them. Oh, that's silly. Maybe he found the way to do it and someone else stole it from him, but he wouldn't have done that.
That was all his work. No one could control Crystal Horn other than him. And if all my information is right, he should be still alive, but in a very, very hard to reach place.
She just shakes her head. Backy, that... I don't believe it. No way. You're wrong or misinformed. No way.
You didn't believe that anyone could get into Crystal Horn?
Sure, but... just because one impossible, stupid thing happened doesn't mean every other impossible, insane, convoluted, crazy plot's gonna come real. Pink elephants aren't gonna just start falling from the sky like my brother used to say they would.
Well, here's the thing, though. You do know about Kaelirra, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So the fact that we awakened a goddess there actually got a true goddess back to position, aka Mayhem.
We've heard.
It's like I give a thumbs up to the sky. And
You are such a suck up.
but I literally haven't asked her for anything other than the one thing, which was the repayment of, letting her ascend into goddesshood. And that's it. We haven't asked her for anything else. This is literally just being chill with her.
Backy is best buds with a god, it's fine.
So, ascending a goddess, awakening a goddess, accessing a near impenetrable fortress, and then getting information on how the sundering of the Pantheon happened, some information on it, and who actually did it. Isn't an impossibility.
She throws her hands up and says, I can't even... No. And just starts walking away.
I know it's a lot of information to take in. It's also actually pretty awesome in a very crazy way.
She keeps walking
Because
right out the door, talking to herself very loudly about ancient gods and crazy catfolk and impossible schemes and pink elephants until she's at the end of the hall and starts going up the stairs.
You broke her.
Information overload. Error dwarf.exe stopped working.
Yay, time to go to Skarn again. Hooray. La 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 la. What's your name? Savin, have you seen Animaniacs?
God, when was that show even on? Years ago. I've seen it. It's been a decade. A literal decade.
You know that little skipping that Mandy does there?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah. La 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 la, like that. Just skipping down the hallway towards Star.
Alright. Alright. Well, we'll get back to you. Alright. Sig, I know
That's
you're
my
going
name.
to the beehive, and I know Skezza's going there as soon as she does her shit. So I'm gonna, bump you down for a second so we can do all the beehive bullshit at the same time, hopefully.
That's fine.
Alright. So Skezza. Adventures in finding a maybe possibly gargoyle thing, I don't know.
Oh boy.
Alright. So you're following her through the caves, right? Or have you
Yes.
decided not to? Alright.
No, I'm gonna go follow the gargoyle.
Alright, so cool. You leave the bearded Chaos Vikings alone.
Told them to stay.
In common. So you take off trucking down the caves. Why don't you make me a survival test to track her through the not-so-dusty caves beyond.
Man, I don't even remember what I was doing at the beehive.
You were bringing...
Fuck off. Alright, hang on. Can I pop one?
Hornet Princess. To become a queen there. Alright, what are you popping?
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Okay. Can I use... Okay, Roll20 is dicking me, and I want to see if I can get advantage on this through either my flaw or my ideal.
Alright, well, let me...
My flaw is curiosity, and my ideal is friendship.
Alright, describe how you're going to use friendship to find this person.
Friendship is magic.
Well,
Fuck off.
I don't know how it really works.
No, you just tell me
was
what is
hoping-
inspiring you towards the ideal of friendship to find this thing.
Well, it might be part of Kaelirra, so I want to be friends with all of the aspects of Kaelirra. And maybe, other things.
NTR them all.
What's that? You want that
It's
gang
hey.
there?
I'm maybe trying to figure out how to have an orgy with one goddess.
Except
Like
she never
all
wants to be
different-
involved. She's a
All
couple.
different kinds of Kaelirra, all in once.
Alright. Alright, I'll give you advantage. Go ahead and roll it.
Okay, come on,
Get
roll
a
20.
10. There you go.
I'll take that.
And it'll save.
I
Alright.
need to get back to my. I need to get a ranger level. And
I need you good.
what I level up next? It's gonna be a ranger level.
Alright. So yeah, you drop down and try to remember your ranger training, long though it's been. And eventually you find a set of tracks leading through like a puddle that leads to some fungus she stepped through. All the way out and out through the caves until you're back at that strange old subterranean stronghold you first found the goblins in. There's still
Okay.
that weird, wide open table where you first found Lainen's sword stabbed into.
Right.
The river running beneath it towards the old stone quarry. And sitting on the edge of the rope bridge, you see this figure. Her skin is still stone gray, but the tattoos on her arms, shoulders, chest, and thighs are glowing with radiant power. Her eyes are like a pair of burning coals as they turn to regard you, and her great bat-like wings stretch out almost 10 feet from tip to tip. She regards you with a faint smile and wraps her stony fingers upon the haft of her spear. So, what do we have here? I don't think I'm familiar with your race.
No, I'm something. I'm kind of goblin, and I'm kind of minotaur, cow, something.
The races have been breeding. How cute. She gives you a devilish smile and says, I hope for your sake the mother was the cow. So...
Not quite, but...
I suppose I should thank you for waking me up. It seems I have missed quite a bit.
Yeah, I would suspect so.
I remember when this was a bustling town, a quarry. People used to run through here by the dozens, hundreds. This bridge used to be made of stone. And that castle, is it a ruins too, or do people still live there?
The castle has been a home to many people for a long time now, but the humans aren't there anymore.
She cocks an eyebrow. The humans. Ah. Well, that is a shame. Ah, well.
The world has changed a lot since you were awake. I'm not sure how long you've been down here.
Neither am I, actually. What year is it?
The calendars may have changed.
That long?
It's been about 1,000 years since the fall of winter, if you remember that event.
She scratches her chin. No, I can't say I do. Did winter last a long time? Must have been dreadfully boring.
And you don't know that. Okay. But you remember humans.
Of course. They were everywhere when I yet walked the earth. Till they saw fit to seal me away. Arrogance. Ah, well, I'm free now.
Well, they died out about 1,000 years ago.
Good. Well,
So,
on a small
if you don't mind my asking, just what exactly are you?
She gives you a smile and takes a step back on the bridge towards the other side of the chasm and says, I can be whatever you want me to be. After all, I do owe you some reward for freeing me. But, she thrums her finger on her spear again. I don't recognize that holy symbol. Who is it that you serve? Priestess? A paladin of some sort?
I serve Kaelirra.
Oh, is that so? Everything is working out better than I expected. Well, come along. We have much to see.
So, you were not just simply a statue? A gargoyle? Carved to look like the old Kaelirra?
She stops dead in her tracks, halfway towards the cave exit. Old Kaelirra? I'd watch that tongue of yours.
Things
I'd hate
have
to have
changed
to rip
a
it
lot.
out.
Well, I'd hate for that to happen.
Don't think
But-
that orgy is going to go the way you want it to.
Yeah, probably not. Well, if you would like to come with me, I could show you how much
about
things have
you
changed.
Come with me. I'd like to stretch my wings a moment.
I suppose. Although I came here looking for something. But I suppose I can come with you for a little while.
Good girl. Come along.
I did not expect to find something like you here. I came looking for a ritual to bring forth a aspect of Kaelirra.
I don't know what an aspect is, but you certainly found your ritual.
I found a ritual, that's for sure. Well, we've found a couple. The ritual to summon an aspect is to summon a piece of a god or a goddess or something. You bring forth a representation of something that they stand for.
She furrows her brow a moment. Ah, I see. Corrupting the ritual could bring forth demons, yes. Very smart. I have to give you credit, little Paladin. That might be quite interesting. Did you find it? The book you were looking for? I've never heard of such a thing.
No. I didn't find what I was... although I haven't looked through the whole ruins down here. I stopped when I found the statues. Or the statue and you.
Oh, other statues. Suppose I should wake up my other followers. They can wait a few more years. She turns on a heel and starts walking towards the exit, crooking a finger as if to get you to follow her.
I go with her.
Alright. A few minutes walk brings you to the great cave exit. She blinks away the sun in her eyes for a moment, before turning back and saying, has it always been that bright? Give me your cloak or something. It burns.
You have been down here for quite some time. I suppose you aren't used to the light.
Yes, cloak now.
I'll take it off and give it to her.
She throws it on in a huff, pulling the hood up to cover her eyes. Damnable outdoors. Alright.
Are you thirsty? Can't imagine.
She stops to think a moment. Suppose it has been a few centuries.
Centuries, huh?
Well, at least if you say I've been asleep 1,000 years. She turns to you and says, shall we hunt? Or is the castle preparing a feast for my awakening?
I don't think there's a feast. I don't think anyone knew you were here.
That is a shame. I suppose I should go make my introductions. And she furls her wings and thrusts up into the air. See you at the castle, Paladin.
Balls.
And she takes off.
Razor wing.
Are you summoning
Razor
your bird?
wing.
I'm summoning my bird.
Caw! Razorwing screeches as he pops out of a dimensional asshole.
I'm gonna point at the Kaelirra and hop on to follow.
Alright. He takes off, and you quickly catch up. She turns her head over her shoulder with a grin and says, "Well, that is an upgrade. I remember when they were giving you Paladin's horses. Suppose that is more effective? Very well." She continues to fly straight towards the castle, seemingly paying you no further mind. Also, yes, obligatory once per session screech.
It probably won't take too long to. It won't take long to reach the castle. How long do you think it'll take to reach the castle at this pace?
10 minutes at most.
How long would it take to communicate with Kaelirra? I wonder. Is there enough time?
There might be enough time for a very short discussion, though falling asleep while you're, in pursuit on a bird might require some sort of concentration check.
A concentration check?
Yes.
Sure.
Alright. Say DC, 15. Seems like good DC.
Let's see. So that's 20 plus concentration's character level plus casting stat. Oof. Okay.
Alright, yeah.
Oh, Kaelirra, I need to speak to you again.
Kaelirra is waiting for you at the grove's edge and urgently says, Did you get out of the temple? Is everything alright?
I'm outside. I'm flying right now, following it. It seems to be... I don't know what it is.
Oh.
I'm not sure if it's a gargoyle or an aspect. But it is its form is that of the old you. It has memories, but it doesn't remember. Seems to have been down there for a long time.
She gives a heavy sigh and says, Well, that's not good.
No, it's not.
I wish I had a way to bring my knights into the dream while they were awake. Oh, that's bad. Find her, restrain her if you can. Flee if you can't. She could be very powerful.
Possibly. I'm not... You think she's an aspect or something else?
No, she can't be an aspect. Only gods have aspects. She's, it's so hard to remember. There was a name for them. Not gargoyles. Knights of some sort. Almost like a blackguard, but forged by me, by a demon. She commands the full host of my demonic power.
There were some other things down there, other statues that came to life, followers, but we left them. I left them down there.
Yeah,
so it's just her.
They can't do much harm. I hope. No, doesn't matter. Find the demoness. Restrain her if you can.
I'll do it.
Get the other paladins or run. I can't lose you.
I'll do everything I can to restrain her.
She gives you a nod, and you snap back to wakefulness. Just as you're seeing the castle walls crest one of the hillsides. The demoness calls over her shoulders. Fell asleep, did you? Oh, good thing you have that bird there.
Yes. He's very dependable.
A loyal creature. Could use more spikes and barding, though. Maybe a bit more red. But we can fix that. Don't you worry. She makes a spinning dive down and swoops towards the castle gates. A general cry of alarm shouts out through the village as they see this diving demonic shape flying towards them. And several knights rush towards the gates, carrying their spears at hand. You and the demoness land more or less at the same time and place. And the knights look to you questioningly, fearfully, seeing this horny, winged demon carrying a great big spear, walking towards them with all the confidence in the world.
Are these lion knights?
Most of them are not. There are a few in the back rank coming towards you now.
I will gesture with my hands for them to part.
Alright. Yeah, they do so. They know you, so they part ways, but their spears are firmly trained on this thing, and you can see the fear very evident in their eyes. They recognize a demon when they see it.
I'm going to as we're walking, I'm gonna point down at one of them, and for him to come closer, and then I'm going to I guess have Razorwing pick him up and put him on the saddle with me, and
Okay.
whisper to the poor guy, like, how many of the Kaelirran lion knights here?
A dozen-ish? What is
When
this thing?
When I put you down, I want you to go and get them, all of them. Make sure they
Yes, ma'am.
are armed.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't make a big fuss. Do not make a big fuss about this. Do it quietly.
He nods fearfully.
Then I'll have him put back down.
Okay. He faux casually walks the long way around the keep towards probably a servant's entrance. There are a couple of lion knights you can see in the crowd now. Familiar faces carrying a sword, one with a sword and one with a bow now, who are giving you very uncomfortable glances between you and this
He's got a
creature.
boner.
No, go away.
Don't point it at your mom, okay? It's my job.
Alright, so,
I think it's that reference.
I will move ahead and tell them and call out for them to calm themselves and to lower their weapons and to prepare a feast. For their for the goddess Kaelirra will be joining them for dinner tonight.
the demoness stops on heel and turns back and says, "If you say that one more time, I will cut your tongue out." Very
Sorry.
unpleasant mouth. And be quiet and come along. My magnanimity will only last a short while.
Of course.
The paladins, they're like, "Hey," at you. And they start moving towards the entrance. Some of the servants break out running. But the demoness pays them no mind. Her spaded tail swishes happily behind her, and she lifts up her arms and says, Yes, everyone. I have returned. You can bow now, or perhaps we should find ourselves a nice temple where you can all give praise once more. It is good to be back where I belong. And she strides into the keep like a king returning to his castle. What do you do?
Her butt.
That might take
How
some
big
doing.
is- How big is the inside of the keep?
What did
It's pretty.
So
Like-
Razorwing could fit inside if he needed to.
Yeah, the front gates of the castle keep are pretty damn big, so he could make a squeeze.
Okay, let's follow inside.
All right. Everyone becomes even more uncomfortable when the giant fucking bird squeezes his pigly ass inside. Feathers go everywhere as he finally pops through the door.
Good boy.
Screech.
And then I will get down.
All right. You get down. Several of the servants, come to you with questioning glances, asking what's going on and why. But you
Just
eventually get
stay-
them to. You get the feast started, such as it is. And, after a few moments, the the soldier, the footman of House Greymore, you picked up, returns and says that the other Kaelirran paladins are they're in the armory right now, which is, as you know, just a short ways from the keep's foyer.
When they are here, when they're ready, send them here. All right.
He nods and says if you'd like him to evacuate the servants and such.
If you can do it quietly, please do so.
Right. So a few minutes pass. The demoness strides into the keep's dining room and takes authoritative command of the high seat, swinging it around and sitting astride it. She rests her spear across her legs and thrums her fingers upon the hardwood, calling out that she's bored, bring her ale. Some servant come here, massage my shoulders. They still creak with disuse. By the time the first bit of foods come out, you note that most of the servants are gone, except for one poor soul who's been cajoled into massaging her wings with oil, and the other one guy who's setting out the food. When finally you hear a heavy, gauntleted knock, knock, knock on the feast hall door. I think I'm going to go set up a map real quick.
Okay. While you're doing that, with the knock, I know that's the thing. Okay. I will approach Kaelirra?
Such as she is.
And tell her that I took the liberty of sending for the other paladins to come see you. I knew that they would want to pay their respects.
Oh, there are more of you. Good, good. And here I was worried this would be dreadfully dull. Are they my old servants, or have you been out recruiting more? I do hope there's a great big order for me to take command of soon.
There are a number, but although in this particular fortress there are not too many, there are many more in the capital.
Alright, so let's see.
Just a small detachment is here at the moment.
So Skezza, Deathwing can fit into the keep's great hall, but into the eating space, he can poke his head in at this point.
He is not. He's too big to come in here.
He is too big and fat to get into the dining room.
Darn it. Damn. I was hoping to have him
He
here.
can definitely attack through the door, though, if that ends up being a factor. Let's pop over to the bestiary, find us a Lion Knight Paladin to copy 12 times. I'm suddenly glad I updated all the stat blocks just a
I'm just going to go to the washroom real fast.
Sure. This is going to be explosive and awful. I can already
I wish I had a room for washing.
I have a room for
You
washing.
don't have a bathroom?
That's full of washing machines. Up, 2, 3, 4. There's all these guys.
No, that's the laundry room.
Let's see. Skezza. Need to fill out a token for this bitch anyway. Sure. Also choose a stat block. That might be important. Gargoyle, where'd you go? Gargoyle, I just had you. Where'd you go? There you are. Back in GM layer. Blip, 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 blip. It's only going to take forever. Let's see, do I have a servant token? I don't need servant tokens. I have dirty peasants.
Just about to say.
There we go. I had to put in the word dirty, not peasants. Maybe they're commoners. Who knows? Let's see. You can be one.
Savin,
What?
why don't you just change the name from commoner or dirty peasant to something like that to poor people.
The poor people.
Let's see. Do. Seems like a good one. Kina, you're still on the Castle Greymore map, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yep, alright. This seems like an appropriate start block. Oh, damn it.
Gargoyle.
That is what she looks like. It's not what she is, really. $96. Watch me not need any of this shit. That would be great. Okay. So things be like they seem. Move. Alright, so you're at one end of the feast hall. The demoness is at the other, getting her oil massage. Looking very full of herself. And there's some knights over there.
I will approach the door and open it.
All right.
And I'll tell the mistress that these are her knights here in the fortress,
Right.
and step back.
They storm in, stormtrooper style, weapons and shields raised. Room, why are you so tiny? Cannot fit this much chivalry in one room.
So much chivalry.
Stomp, 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 stomp. So they all form the best
I'm
shield
too
wall
chivalrous
they
with
can.
this shit.
Yes, yes. That comic. The best shield wall they can, preventing her from getting past them. And the demoness leans forward in her chair with a smile. Oh, well, this is unexpected. So,
Yeah.
She taps her fingers. I don't think you thought this through, did you?
I think that you should come quietly, please.
And what if I say no? She says, standing up. She grabs her spear in one hand and the neck of the
Please.
peasant who is massaging her shoulders in the other with one big strong arm. He goes, "Hurrah!" and stumbles to move in front of her. All right, I assume you are some follower of good. Unfortunate, but not entirely unexpected. So, let's make this easy. Get out of the way or I'll butcher this man.
I'm afraid I can't do that. Kaelirra has made it clear. You are to be subdued. By any means
I am unto
necessary.
Kaelirra, you worthless wretch.
Not anymore, you're not. Kaelirra isn't a demon anymore.
You lie. And with that,
She's
she
a goddess.
brings her spear around in a backhand grip, stabs it into the dude's chest, and throws his body at you. Roll for initiative. GG, initiative 0. Hey, not bad. Good job, Lion Knights. Good job. Good job.
Way to go, Lion Knights.
All right, dirty peasant. It's on you.
Dirty peasant.
All right. So you are prone right now. This body just got shoved into you. You're covered in peasant blood. And the demoness is standing just an arm's reach away, swinging her spear in a wide arc in front of her, warding the other knights back. What do you do?
I will get up and pass the peasant to the knight behind me, get him back.
All right.
Do not let her escape. And I suppose I would like to, and then I will cast a spell.
All right.
Let me see my spell list. Here we go. I will cast Lesser Angelic Aspect,
Oh boy.
which will grant me protection from evil, resistance to acid 5 and cold 5, and low light vision. So that's +2. This is most certainly an evil creature. I wish I had, if I was 1 level higher, I could have 3rd level spells and I would have sanctified my armor instead. That would have been fun. And then I guess I'll quick draw my sword, because I think I'm going to have to fucking get right up in there with this thing. Please, come quietly. This doesn't not have to be any more violent than it's already been. Like the goddess has been, you can turn to good as well. You are made in her image. Were
Not the
made in
image
her
of a
image.
goddess either. She's turned traitor on me, then I suppose I'll find another. Matters not. I still command her power, at least. If you have nothing else to do on your turn, Kina.
Nothing else I am allowed to do on my turn.
Alright. She casts a spell on herself. I think that does what I think it does.
Oof, I ate too much. I'm so
Good.
I feel so
Alright.
bad.
And now, rules lawyers. I require your aid. Actually,
Sup?
what are the rules for
What?
bludgeoning your way through another creature's square? Because this lady would like to leave.
That's bull rush.
You have to bull rush. You
Bull
can't
rush
just like
or overrun?
overrun. Okay.
Bull
Yeah,
rush
but
pushes
that's
them
an
back.
ability.
Alright. I just need her to move through somebody else's
Yeah.
square.
Tumble.
Yeah, that.
So just acrobatics would do it? Oh man.
Not if they're for my shield wall. Acrobatics would require you to be able to move through an unoccupied square that there's threatened, but the problem is to occupy every square.
No.
So that would
Acrobatics
require
lets
an
you move
overrun
through it.
ability.
Yeah, I think,
Acrobatics lets you move through any square, any occupied square.
and
Sure
the
about that?
difficulty is their CMD, I believe, yes?
To go through, like their actual squares, they're CMD +5, I think.
Wow.
Let's see.
I think their
Function,
CMD is
balance,
just
escape from
a.
restraint.
Right.
In that case.
I'm
Aha.
reading from the consolidated skills here.
Alright, never mind.
Balance, escape from restraints, execute flying maneuvers, ride mount, soft fall, squeeze, and tumble.
Yeah, so it would be acrobatics. The question is just what the
So-
DC is.
Also, anybody can do an overrun.
Oh.
As a standard action taken during your move or as part of a charge action, you can attempt to overrun your target moving through its square. You can only overrun an opponent who is no more than one side category larger than you. If you don't have improved overrun, initiating an overrun provokes an attack of opportunity.
To avoid you. Does not avoid you. Make a combat maneuver check. Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So, let's see. This is going to hurt her a lot. So, she's going to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so a lot of Lion Knights are going to start swinging their swords as she leaps over the table, slamming their faces with her wings, and tumbles into the door, trying to smash her way through the Lion Knights.
And then there's a giant bird on the other side.
And then there's a giant bird, which sends something of a larger wrinkle through her problem. Through her plan. Let's see. The Lion Knight's attack bonus is +7, because they leveled up some. That's not a dice roll.
That is not a dice roll.
Alright, now I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, them some hits. 1, 2,
That's
2
some
normal
painful
hits.
hits.
Let's see. Where are the
By the way,
Knights?
Do the consolidated skills for Paladin activate, Smite as a free action on attacks? Or
Consolidated skills don't touch your class features. So also
no, I'm not. That's 10%. Okay.
Pergolith Bestiary, there you go. Defenders of Pergolith. Aha! Look at me in my organization. Lion Knights, damage D8 plus 4. These poor deers are using their lances in combat. So 21 points of damage she's going to take right off the bat. Now, this is going poorly.
That's a crit.
Yes, and then the crit happens, which is actually also the same damage. Ouch. So that took off a big chunk of her health. Peasant turn. Whoop, 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 whoop. Lion Knight's turn. They all boxed in like motherfuckers. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Fortunately, they're wearing heavy armor shit, so they can only move so far, but 3 more will attack her. So good job, Lion Knights. You tried.
You tried.
Alright, Skezza.
Wait, aren't they like... Wait. Can I say that? Let me put out something. Murder Bird threatens large squares. So they would technically be flanking, wouldn't they?
One of them would be, yes, since he can trace corner to corner. Yeah. This guy, no. This guy, yes. So I will give him a reroll, sure. Hey, yeah. He tried harder. Ever so slight. Oh wait, her armor class actually
That
went
did
up.
pretty
Hold on.
well.
Let me make sure that one of her. Oh, that would have actually saved her from one of those hits, so we'll call it even. All right. So Skezza, it is your turn.
Not enough of these paladin spells are swift actions.
No, very few. Surprisingly
It's
enough.
very, very, really, really dumb. So
Be a war priest.
too late. Can't change my class right now. I'd like to do that, but I don't have a spare swift. I don't have a spare standard action right now. So I'm just going to have to tell these knights, move!
Move, bitch! Get out the way. All right. Yeah. You can. They will make way, such as it is. Those who can. There's this just dead peasant who's getting carted around for reasons, I guess. All right. So yeah, you shove the knights out of the way. In Warhammer parlance, they make way for the champions. The demoness looks at you with fiery eyes and swings her spear to bear. And here I thought we were going to be
Stand.
such fast friends.
We could be still if you stand down.
Well, no. You could stand down, though. Become my dark servant. You and your paladins. I did not know they failed with such a goddess as Kaelirra. Should have known. Disgusting.
Do you not wish to be like your true self?
Oh,
I am my true self. Now make way.
Kinathis,
What?
let me just point out something. The bitch just ditched your girlfriend.
I have to try.
She
It's
just
my
ditched
duty.
her. Yeah. Now stand up for her. Now lay the smackdown on this bitch so she knows who's in fucking charge.
I will bring you down, and I will let the goddess decide what your fate will be. And I will need to make sure if this macro still actually works. No, it doesn't. It does not. So anyway, but I'm gonna smite evil with my sword.
Alright. She is indeed evil as shit.
Smite evil. All you had to do. That's why I offered her a drink. I was going to make her drink the Kaelirra's tears, which might have turned her good or something, done something.
There is a chance that would have worked. I don't know what that is actually.
Or, you know,
But too late
Just
now.
pour them on top of
Kinathis,
her.
and then you remember,
She did kind of already do that. I
yeah,
think.
yeah,
Let's see.
and that's sort of like
Do.
reanimated her.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaelirra's
And then
tears
you remember
automatically
after
shift you towards the kill.
why-
Good.
Oh,
Let's see.
Mhm.
Well, she wasn't animated at the time, so
Well, she didn't drink any. She just got it poured on her.
there.
But yeah.
all you have to do is to drink the goddess's tears, and you will see
Okay.
the light.
Okay, idea.
Yes.
We used my newly acquired mirror to look into Lord Winter's stomach, and we
Oh
just
my God.
pour a shitload of Kaelirra's tears in.
But he's a vampire. He
He's
doesn't have an
dead.
active digestive system.
It's magic.
No, DM bullshit. I win. I always win. That's
Wow.
actually kind of clever.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'm with Savin on this counter. As much as would have been fun, no.
That was a little crazy.
That was the point. Now, what do you do on your act?
Oh my god. Guess I'm going to smite evil her. I'm going to knock her the fuck out, and I will force those tears down her throat when she's unconscious.
Alright, so would you like to declare a non-lethal attack?
Yeah.
Alright, so
Non-lethally smite evil.
let me look. I can't remember if I made non-lethal no penalty for everyone. So let me look, because I might have. And that
What
would be
about
important.
Smite Weevils?
Always choose the lesser of two weevils.
If only I had more in Sky, I could just have it maim her a little bit and just
Ouch.
keep her from dying.
That is a pretty great ability, I can't lie. Alright, I do not appear to have done that thing, ergo take your -4 penalty like a bitch. Unless you have the feat that does that, because there's actually a feat that negates that penalty. But you don't have it, I guess. Unless you do. DCL
Non-lethal
does.
something.
I don't know what it is. DCL has it. It's awesome. But
Mercy.
should make a feat that does that. That'd actually be really, really useful. Does that just
Out of
for every
course.
weapon? Well, there's a feat that does it in specific circumstances. Namely, you have to be using a bludgeoning weapon, and I think,
Oh.
yeah, and there's some business about, like, you have to land the killing blow or something, but I don't know. Anyway, It's not the best feat in the world, but it exists. Anyway, Skezza, go ahead and make your attack. With penalty, as you know.
I did.
Okay. Well, the -4 penalty. Or is that already included?
That's already including the penalty.
Okay. Then you hit with authority. Roll damage as your radiant blade burns into the demon's flesh.
And then I get to plus 10.
Ouch.
Wait, what level are we?
I think you're level
Forget.
8.
Yeah, that's about okay. Yeah, 8. Oh, right. Okay.
Alright.
Lame.
Let's see.
Just the one because I had to push my way through.
Alrighty.
But it does pierce damage resistance. There's no damage reduction allowed.
Have any? That's a good question. I don't think so. No. She does have a protection from good on, but luckily your attack roll was high enough that it did not help her.
Oh wait.
Your blade burns her badly.
If this might isn't. Oh, wait, she's not an outsider, is she? She's with the evil subtype, or an evil line dragon, or an undead creature. Does she count as any one of those three? No. Okay.
So she's not a demon, you say?
She's a construct of some sort. In
She
addition to
is weird Kaelirra bullshit.
flexion.
She's
The
like a
old Kaelirra
gargoyle, but like a humanoid that looks like a demon.
The old one made her.
Yeah.
So
Playing a dude
now-
disguised as another dude.
Basically.
Deathwing. Oh fuck! I clicked the wrong goddamn button. Now Deathwing will peck at her.
Oh boy.
We'll proceed to fill the doorway with bird.
Alright. Got it. Every
Skezza.
spell is a standard action. Nah.
I know, right?
It's the worst. I hate
I know,
fancy
right?
magic. Go away. Does this bitch have, like, quicken spell? No. Oh, good. She has weapon focus. Thank you. Thank you, designers. That helps a lot.
Oof. Come on. Close this. Okay, here we go. Attack
Weapon
roll.
focus, one of the best feats at low levels. Higher levels, utter crap.
One of many feats that should actually scale, probably.
Yeah. They did that in 4th edition.
Yeah.
One of the good ideas
Shush.
4th edition had.
Yes.
11.
Pretty much every feat scaled, really. Or had some
Does
like
the
upgrade
ma-
you could get.
Does the mount also get the champ?
No, your mount cannot smite evil.
I don't think it can.
Oh,
Not
she
until
had
it gets
dark
to level 11. Then it can smite evil because it gets the celestial template.
That is a level you can reach, technically, so...
Okay, so his attack roll is that and
Alright.
that. Pack.
Let's see. Those both hit. One exceed and one meet. Protection from good is not helping her all that much.
Oops. Really? You did almost as much damage as my smite evil, you goddamn bird.
What's the other hit? So your bird did more damage than you, so you got that going for you.
Showing me up. Oh well, good bird. Good boy.
Well, this is an unfortunate place for her to be.
Clonk, clonk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Down you go.
Ooh, wait, what's the spell do? Stop being standard actions. Literally every spell. Go away.
I will give her one final chance to lay down her arms.
Oh wait, she has that ability.
Lay down your arms and drink of the tears so that you may be purified.
I'll drink her tears, all right. Just not today. And she is going to bull rush Razorwing, or overrun Razorwing. So, Murderbird gets an attack of opportunity. If he hits and does damage, he might drop her, which would be fucking hilarious. But
Go Murderbird.
He can't
why not?
because he's huge.
He's 2 sizes larger than her.
Does it actually? No, more than one slides
She can only
category.
overrun
Alright.
large.
Next plan. Bull rush the shit out of Kinathis. Actually, I'm not sure if that would actually work for her, considering technically Razorwing occupies that square. She would have to bull rush through 2 people. And get out that way.
Acrobatic.
She done fucked.
Well, time to see if she can murder all the Lion Knights forever.
Wonder if that also increases my CMD. It does not.
What?
Just boosts my
If it
DC.
affects your AC, it affects your C.
Not really.
Anything.
Let's see, what
Protection from
powers
evil
does this
does.
give her?
Because it's
Oh yeah, protection from evil light.
That's just
Miscellaneous is 4.
Alright, fuck it. We're gonna make the overrun. Brace yourself.
Skezza is
CMD
bracing herself.
is 10. Alright, this is gonna end badly. Actually, she can't smite you because she's not a paladin. But she could... No. Alright, fuck it. Going for it. Here we go. 27 versus CMD.
Skezza braces herself and tenses up all of her muscles and just slams her body weight into the creature and stops her dead in her tracks.
Alright. Yeah, so, with her 12 hit points left, all of the actually the Lion Knights don't know of your plan to restrain her, so there's a chance they may murder her.
I have been telling her to surrender, and a whole lot.
Alright, I'll let you make a charisma check.
I did say that the goddess has decreed that you must be restrained at all costs.
Okay, yep, alright. Fair enough. Alright, so I don't think we need to really roll for this. They dogpile her to the ground. She screams and curses and thrusts her spear every which way, but is under the weight of like a dozen dudes in full plate. They eventually knock her the fuck out. Operation Punch Her in the Face a lot works out.
Good. Now, I will instruct them, I'll go, you, bring chains, to restrain her. You and you, see to that man's injuries. See if he can't be saved. See that if he can be saved or not. If he can, do so.
His intestines bubble out of his belly.
Oh.
Lay on hands, motherfucker.
Yeah, so, but your knights do find the chains to restrain her. Oh, God. Yeah.
Now, I have to think. Now, would the tears work on her if she's unconscious?
You think so?
Kinathis,
God,
let me be your intelligence now.
Would this be
You know,
against
it would
my...
work because
this
there
would-
were some eggs.
But would this be right?
No, Becky. Go
It is.
away.
I will also shut up.
Let the paladin make her own moral decisions. Didn't stop you doing it to Cammy, though.
Got the tears in my hands. I could make her drink them right now. They would redeem her, and she could probably, and then she could join her true self, I suppose, as a force for good.
A force for good.
Choice is a very important thing. Keep her restrained, chain her up for now. Make sure she's very, very secure. We can't allow her to escape.
Right. Well,
I will
do so.
consult with Kaelirra as to how to handle her next.
All right. So, I think that's that. So guess what happens now?
What?
Session's over?
No, we're gonna go on adventures in wibbly wobbly timey wimey, and we're gonna skip
Okay.
over whatever the fuck it is Kinathis is doing next, and
Okay.
pretend it all happened, and
Okay.
we're gonna go to the beehive because I want Fen to have to do literally anything in this session.
Oh, I don't care. I'm totally fine to leave and go play Destiny with Snar.
No, you must play D&D. It's mandatory.
Gay!
Mandatory fun.
You want to have fun.
Hey, plop.
It's not like I've been sitting here playing TF2 this whole time or anything.
Yeah, I know. Split the entire party up over the span of a province, indeed.
Well, you see, I was under the impression that like this would all just be downtime, and you know
So
you would
was
just like
I.
do some rolls and be like, this
We
works, so
did.
this doesn't.
No one
But instead-
anticipated that this would get as complicated as it
But
did.
instead, it's just been individual adventures, which is weird, and I don't know why we're doing it.
Everybody put adventures on their to-do docket.
So
Everybody.
just roll some dice underneath the table and tell us whether we succeeded or not.
But that's lame.
That's boring.
What's boring
This is also boring.
having sessions where 3/4 of the party are sitting there with their thumb up their asses for 3 hours every time we play.
You do make a good point.
These are both good points. Hopefully, I think this is the last like major thing on anybody's agenda. So,
Dude, we're not even done with page 1 of my agenda.
Jesus Christ.
most of your stuff and your and Backy's stuff, like most of what's left, is actually just the dice rolling stuff.
I don't have any.
Ironically, this is the same problem that you have with the Pathfinder card game.
It is.
Where it's just
it's the
people
worst.
doing stuff on their own.
It is. But I'm the DM, so I get to do everything with everybody. So I don't care. Yay!
Alright, well, I'll give you half an hour.
Alright. So, Adventures in Bee People.
Sure.
Skezza arrives at the beehive. At the ruin. You both arrive at the ruins of Big T's farm, which is the closest thing you know of as to where the beehive actually is. Luckily, Skezza and Clarabelle have both told you, Sig, more or less where the actual thing is.
But it's on my map. How could I not know where it is?
Exactly.
It's not like I just had one of my underlings go there and then come back, and I'm pretty sure she's in the party with us for
Did you
this
bring
adventure.
Clarabelle? All right.
Or
Good.
if I didn't bring her, then I'm sure she gave me an accurate description of how to get there.
All right.
Because it would be really stupid otherwise.
Yes, exactly.
To not be like, hey, person that just went there, this is how I get there, right?
Yes. All right, let me look, because I did copy. All right, yes, Clarabelle is with you. All right. Clarabelle, the queen, and 4 fox bees. So you go from the rooms.
Democratically elected queen.
Yes, the democratically elected queen of the bees.
Sounds accurate.
Entirely accurate.
Hi there, Sig. What the heck are you doing over here?
She needs to learn how to become a queen.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
One of the bees.
So what she got to do, just
completely
learn, or does she have to get some like
indistinguishable
royal jelly or nonsense or something?
We don't know. We're gonna find out.
I'm here to find cowgirls.
Do you ever do anything different? Are you gonna actually like decurse them this time?
I don't have the money to do that. Do you have any idea how expensive that is, Mr. Richman?
Oh my god.
I don't have the money to do that. I literally don't have the capability to do so.
I like offered to pay for it.
Are-
All right. So
And then you took your money away from me.
It's because you didn't use it.
I do believe I just think we were not in a very opportune moment to do it. To go about doing that. Anyway, let's find this beehive.
So Clarabelle leads you through the woods about 200 or 300 yards past the forest edge of T's property, until eventually you see a small hill on the horizon, surrounded by trees. Some are even growing on top of it, but as you near it, you see that it's not quite dirt on that hill. Some sort of waxy yellowish substance. But it can't be a whole beehive. It's only maybe 10 feet tall.
Perhaps there's more underground.
Clarabelle nods enthusiastically, saying that it's like a whole city underground. They've got hundreds and hundreds of people down there. It's amazing.
Oh my. Well, shall we knock, I guess? Or do we just go in?
Clarabelle, what's the procedure?
I just, she skips over to a large hole in the side of the hill and calls in, hello again? Is anyone there?
Oh boy.
A pair of bee girls clad in very shiny black leather armor buzz up from the ground, both carrying spears leveled at you. They look at Clarabelle in confusion for a moment before they see the large party behind her. And one of them
2 people behind her?
No, you brought Sig, Skezza, and a bunch of bee girls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bee girls.
I'm going to wave at the bees.
They look very confused and wave back, and then buzz at Clarabelle.
Buzz.
Yeah, she just points at her ears, like, I don't understand you. And then one of them sighs and goes back inside. And after a few minutes, another bee girl, this one clad in a loose white robe, appears. She's basically just wearing that. Her bare feet patter along the wax-like substance of the hill. And she carries a simple staff at her side. And she buzzes something at the guards before turning at you and saying, hello again. Clarabelle, I see you brought many, many friends. Some of whom look like bees of a sort. You must be Sig, yes?
Yep, that's me.
What can we do you for? This is an unexpected visit.
Yeah, so we have a group of bee girls that, through some sort of magic, wound up blessed by Kaelirra. And they would like to start their own hive, but the problem is none of them are a queen. So we were coming to you to see if there was a way that one of them could become a queen.
Also, it wouldn't hurt to teach them how to speak bee.
Yeah, also they wouldn't mind learning how to speak bee, because all they know is how to talk, like us.
They have not grown up around your kind.
I can see that, she says, and she walks around the several other fox bees you brought. The queen steps forward with a smile, but she seems like she can't decide on what to say and merely settles for a very formal bow, which the other fox bees mirror. The common-speaking bee girl nods approvingly and says, "Very well. If the queen will see you, you may come in. Please, follow me." And she waves you inside. And map change. After about an hour of waiting, you are told that you may see the queen.
Yay!
You are led into a sprawling chamber deep underground through winding tunnels after tunnels. There in the depths, you eventually find a room supported by several pillars and playing home to more than a dozen worker bee girls who buzz excitedly as you approach.
Ooh.
You are brought forward towards a throne sitting at the back room. There are 3 high chairs on which sit to the far left, or your far left, a single bee girl with long red hair. She's wearing chain armor and seems to be in some sort of high position, perhaps a warrior leader of sort. And on the far right, you see another bee in the same white robes as that who greeted you. She looks much older, perhaps in her 50s, and is very, very short, slender, and frail looking, with a veil drawn up to cover her eyes. And between them, in the center throne, sits the biggest bee you have ever seen. Easily 9, perhaps even 10 feet tall, with an abdomen the size of a small house growing out behind her.
Wow.
A dozen male drones stand at the ready behind her, beyond a chair that is veiled so that you can't see what's going on, but the sounds are quite familiar. The massive bee queen turns to you with a smile and introduces herself. "I am Queen Threya. A pleasure to meet a lord of the surface. I have not met one of your kind in some time. Please, what can my hive do for you, outsider?"
Well, as I'm sure you've heard, these bee girls I've brought with me are different than normal bees. They would like to learn the bee tongue, and they would like to know if there is a way that one of them can become a queen. There are more of them, you see, but they have no queen yet.
And they wish to reproduce this mutant strain. Interesting. And you say they have a queen, yet she can't reproduce? I don't.
They have chosen a queen, but she is not biologically a queen.
Ah, I see. And these bees of yours, she waves a hand over the assembled fox bees. How is it you came to find them?
Hang on, let's see a second. So we got knocked up by wasps, right?
Hornets, but yeah.
Hornets. All right.
Who are the mortal enemies of bee girls.
Right. Well, you see, while we were adventuring, we were preyed upon by hornets, who we have no love for, and impregnated by them. Now, we had an item, blessed by Kaelirra, that would take those exposed to it and make them more like her, benevolent and whatnot. So, rather than just killing the eggs, we doused them in this Kaelirra's tears, so that they would not be anything like those that sired them, and would instead be a force for good in the world. But now they're in the situation we have here, where they are without a queen of their own. And as you can see, they are no hornets.
I can. A welcome change. We too serve Kaelirra, yet I can see we are very different. Yours are stronger, more inclined to war. I can see that in their eyes, their build. Warrior bees, I imagine, cast by birth not to rulership, but to war. Which of you is the queen?
This bitch ain't it.
Yeah. Nasa nervously steps forward. I am, Your Grace, if it please you. The gigantic bee queen murmurs something under her breath to the what you imagine to be seeress or wizard beside her. And before the queen turns back to you and says, "And you promise, swear, if you will, that you do serve the goddess, that you will do no harm to others?" Nasa nods. "My sisters and I, my daughters-to-be, if you will, we are sworn on righteous crusade against evil. We will help all those in need, you, if need be." Interesting. And who do you serve now? Are you subordinate to this Sig, or some other surface lord? Yes, if need be.
Or fuck this Sig guy.
Fuck that Sig guy. No one likes him. Nasa turns and glances over her shoulder like, what should I say?
You do live on my lands, and I have offered you what guidance I can. I think it would be fair to say that I am your lord after a fashion. I've certainly helped to raise you and tend to you since your birth. And I will do what I can to ensure that I provide good guidance to you and your people as they develop.
She gives a nod and a relieved sigh and turns back to the queen. "She speaks true, my lady. We serve our mothers and fathers." The queen looks over you with wary eyes before saying, "Very well. Perhaps there is a way. I've never tried this on an adult before, but there is a substance we feed our young, those we deem destined to become princesses." And as she says the word, she leans over to run one of her large hands across the scalp of the red-headed bee beside her. Yep, that one. She makes a gesture towards one of the worker bees nearby, who comes forward with a very large jar of some viscous, not quite yellow substance. There's just a tinge of purple to it, you think. "Take this, drink it, though you may wish to be somewhere private and safe when you do.
Oh god, there's gonna be so much boning when this happens.
And
I can tell.
Are you saying that out loud? No, obviously.
No, no.
And so the queen does say, although you must understand there is more to queenship than simply consuming a liquid. There is the need for drones, which I do believe you lack. Afraid I have few enough to spare, but when needs must, most surface species do suffice for the role. Afraid you'll have to find those of your own to draw into your service.
Bulge.
Did we ever determine who Nasa came out of? I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
Well,
Does it matter?
I suppose on a technical level it doesn't matter.
I guess it depends. Although I can't imagine bees being that worried about incest.
I don't think they'd be worried about it on like ew, my babies will be fucked up so much as like it's awkward if like the queen is under going, mommy, fuck me harder. That's just gonna be awkward
I
for
don't
everyone.
think bees would call the queen mom. I mean, maybe, I don't know.
One who
But I mean, all those drones had to come from somewhere, so.
They raise a good point.
And the queen's the only one that can make them.
Clearly, in the evolved state that they are, all the beehives just cycle drones between them.
They might actually have something like that where they pass them around, I guess.
That would actually make sense. Probably be the best way to go about things. Alright, so Nasa will take the jar and make a low, formal bow. My thanks, my lady. We will use this in good faith. If ever you need us, my warriors and I stand ready to answer the call.
Sig will bow as well and say thank you. You've done me and mine a great service. Should you have need of me and my help, I will do what I can to assist you.
The queen gives you a magnanimous nod as Clarabelle and the Foxbees turn to leave. Skezza, do you have anything you'd like to ask the queen? Because I think you do.
I do. I will step forward and I will bow to the queen, and Miss Queen.
She nods. Free to continue.
Months ago, Mr. Big T's farm was destroyed, and his herd had scattered. I had heard that you had been taking care of a number of his cowgirls here.
Yes, of course. We found many of them wandering the countryside, and thought to put them to better use than whatever monsters out there would have. Most of them are in the nursery, if you'd care to see them.
It's good that you kept them safe. They wouldn't do well on their own, I don't think. I was hoping to come here and find them, and perhaps bring them back to their own people.
It is my understanding they do not have a people, at least not one that does not abuse them thoroughly as minotaurs do. Simple-minded as they are so easy to take advantage of.
True. We are trying to change that, though. Trying to make them be treating the cowgirls better. I've had some success with a few. I was hoping I could perhaps bring some of the ladies home.
If you mean into the embrace of minotaurs, then I'm sorry, but I must decline. I've seen the abuse those creatures put upon them. The poor things deserve better. If you believe you have redeemed these minotaurs, made them change their ways, I invite you to bring a few here that I may question them.
Very well. I will return with proof when I have it that they are willing to change their ways.
She gives you a nod.
May I still see them, though?
Of course. She motions to one of the worker bees who buzzes over. I'll take you to the nursery if you'd like.
Have minotaurs drink the tears.
Everybody drinking them some tears. Delicious.
Oh boy.
Foxy tars.
Fox minotaurs.
You know, the would
They're
be
like
hilarious.
reverse Erdas.
Think about it. Drink the tears.
Jesus Christ.
Drink the tears. They are Hotman approved.
If they were reverse Erdas, then they'd have giant dog dicks.
Urtars. God damn it, Queen Nisa.
Alright. Bee worker number 5004 will lead you off unless you have something else.
No, that's fine.
Alright.
That's all I came here for. Although I thought Sig had something else to come here for.
I don't
vaguely
remember.
recall that as well. Possibly
Something,
to do with
Lady Blue, something.
Fuck, I don't remember what though. I mean, we already sent Clarabelle here to get information on Lady Blue from them.
Maybe something about healing the bee princess in there. Now that you
Oh.
figured out what that was, I don't know.
Right.
I could totally heal the bee princess inside.
Also, yeah, you just get Skezza to do it. Actually, you could get Aduna to do it. She can heal. If you think just the generic spell will do it.
Fuck, but then the goo will probably turn evil.
Are goos evil to begin with, though? That's the question.
Well, they're non-thinking devourers of everything.
But this one saved her.
True.
Yeah, no,
All right. Okay, so I'm going to bring up. I will mention the goo creature that I sent Clarabelle to ask her about before, and tell her that I made contact with it, and there is indeed a wounded bee queen or princess inside of it that seems to be kept alive by the goo. If we were able to heal her, do you think it would be possible to separate the two without great harm coming to either?
She shudders when you mention that there is a wounded bee princess in there, but says, I'm afraid I've never seen such a creature myself. They are quite rare, but these hive tyrants, if you will, they should both be separate living entities. It's possible that they've merged in some way to create a new persona, if you will, but...
From what I understand, this is a slightly different case.
If you do separate them, I should see no reason they would not both return to their unmerged state.
Alright.
That said, if you do manage to save the princess, my understanding is her hive has been destroyed. You're welcome to bring her back here if you'd like. We can tend to her. Make sure she's safe and cared for.
If we succeed, we'll discuss it with her and see if she'd prefer to come back here or take up with the fox bees. Her choice.
Ah. Good choice, indeed.
If she has some degree of knowledge and learning from before her injuries, she might be a good steward for them.
Very well. I leave the decision up to you.
And Sig will bow then and excuse herself.
Off you go. Skezza, you get...
Did everyone else leave, or are the bees still there?
Yeah,
Fox
they're like
bees.
milling around the entrance.
Oh, damn. If everyone had left already, I was just going to teleport out.
Did you also...
Peace!
Did you also negotiate about teaching your bees bee?
Nope,
Oh, yeah.
totally forgot.
That's good. The answer to that would have been that they lack the biological components. They might be able to be taught to understand it, though.
Oh, so they
It's fine.
actually can't. They can't actually speak
can't.
it. Wow.
They cannot communicate with other bee folk.
That's okay. They're superior bees.
And
They
then
actually speak
5
English.
bajillion bees came out of the walls and stabbed you to death. Oh god, the bees.
We'll just make an army of them and give some of them potions of that doom dragon blood that we got from the
Oh,
hobgoblins.
sweet Jesus.
And
Christ.
bring a tide of fire and death to the hobgoblins. Fiery,
Trap
stingy, fluffy death.
Oh man, I want to see
Dude,
fox bee
Oh, no.
dragons. This is somebody's COC for some.
No.
Take it to a whole new level. My god.
Savin. Burning. If they're made of fire, that would make them firefox bees.
Firefox bees.
Fire fox bees, yes. Alright.
I've entertained the thought of drinking one of those potions, but I don't want to explode by accident.
The death effect is
Yeah.
pretty brutal. Maybe Backy could engineer that out of it.
Yeah, that'd be great. Then I
It-
could maybe become dragon cow.
I can only
No.
assume that it does kill you even if you don't die, right? Like they would
When
just
you
blow
hit
up
0
eventually.
hit points, you get the death effect.
Oh, I assumed that like after like 20 minutes, if they didn't die, they would just blow up, and that's why they didn't. all,
No,
like,
you've met
make it.
blood dragons that just marching around.
Oh well, like that's actually not that bad because most people when they hit 0 hit points still wind up dying anyway.
Yeah, only
they're-
PCs and companions really live past 0 hit points, so give them to all the minions. Who cares? Their lives are expendable.
Yeah. But then a PC hits 0 points and explodes.
Well, that sounds like the hero's not doing his job.
Seems like it. Oh, man, I'm gonna...
So, Skezza, you get taken upstairs to the nursery, and you
Yay.
see a wide, winding chamber, the walls of which are just nothing but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of little hexagonal chambers into the walls, in which are tiny little
Wow.
BBBs.
Aww.
And several nurse drones buzz around, tending to them. And you see several adult handmaiden bees, soldiers and elite workers, who are milling around the true depths of the chambers with big, pregnant bellies full of eggs.
And how many big pregnant cows are there?
There's like 20 cowgirls, all of whom are in resting on these big, fluffy beds. They've all got tiny little leather collars around their necks with big cowbells. And yeah, all of them are either like hugely, massively pregnant, or else they are lactating honey everywhere and have bajillions of bees trying to drink from them. One of them sees you and goes and bounds up to you, her giant belly bouncing with every step. She gets up to you and goes, Moo? Oh, Buzz! Buzz!
Buzz?
Buzz! She nods enthusiastically. She looks taken aback. Moo?
Oh, wait.
One of the bee girls comes over, and one of the handmaidens in those white robes, and she says, oh, please don't confuse the poor thing. We've just managed to teach her to buzz instead of moo.
You've taught them how to communicate in your language?
Not
Sorta?
as such, but
You've
it's
made
somewhat
them
more
buzz.
appropriate. Isn't that right, darling? She scratches the cowgirl between the ears. Buzz! She has a big dopey smile and puts her arms around her giant belly.
I'm gonna give give the handmaiden a very even look
She shrugs.
and just cross my arms. Your queen. I came here to bring these cows, try and bring these cows back to their people, but the queen wouldn't let me because they were being mistreated, and here you guys are literally doing the exact same thing.
What, mistreating? No, Have you ever seen someone this happy? She strokes the cow's head. She has this huge dopey smile and nuzzles up against the chitinous hand. Buzz.
Have, kinda, yeah. They get like this when, after they've been with their own kind as well. They just, cowgirls, get very happy.
Well, then they're certainly safe with us, she says, patting the cow on the belly. Speaking of which, somebody's due to lay soon, aren't they? Buzz! Good girl. Come on, let's get you to the pool.
Face in hand, shaking head. I'm going to turn around and go back downstairs.
We did it.
Yay! Session over.
Let's see. Still remaining on my list.
All of the things.
Spend 7 days preparing a marriage, managing the milk bar,
I
and
think you
teaching
already
the Minotaur
did
Bros
marry.
Pretty
manners.
sure we married you already.
Yeah, that already happened.
Both marriages?
Yeah. You're a
Okay.
princess now.
All right. Visit the fawn waifu and the kid she popped out, and offer them to live at the castle if they want. Make sure she understands that Sig's been boning and married to other women.
I think she figured that one out for herself.
Let's see.
Do I
Get some
read that?
agriculture going at some point.
Got that going already.
And I already did the Foxbee thing.
Buzz!
Oh, did I get the Hobgoblin General released to my custody yet?
No, but you are right next to Pergolith, so you could probably do that. Pretty
Yeah,
easy.
well, next session.
Next session.
Yeah, proper. Gotta woo that guard captain into a Fuda-loving pansexual.
Oh, God.
And gotta help
Jesus.
Jayla get over her lingering psychological damage, yo. Train Lion Knights. They're way too shitty compared to the Hobgoblin Shock Troops.
So I actually did roll that into the downtime thing for retraining. I made new stat blocks for almost everybody, including the Lion Knights. They got levels. Yay. Including levels of Paladin, which is important. So you can check that one off.
I don't know. Fighter seems more useful.
Mm.
I'd rather have fighters and clerics than paladins.
Okay, well. Lion Knights...
Well,
Lion Knights are
Paladin
never
boner's
fighters.
gigantic. Don't get me wrong. And paladins are decent in a fight, but fighters can be a little more versatile
That's true.
in their combat.
But Paladins can smite evil, and you know what they
And
fight?
hit
Evil
things that
goblins.
aren't right next to them.
Tell that to Skezza.
I'm an archer. I am an archer paladin, thank you very much.
How's that work with Holy Smite, by the way?
It works
Fine.
just fine.
It's any weapon attack.
Does it?
Any
Is
weapon.
that a house rule? Or?
No.
No.
it's-
That's just 5th edition that makes it only melee every day.
Oh, I
Just-
thought Pathfinder was only
No.
melee, too.
Oh,
No.
No,
just never
Pathfinder is
take
on
the
attack.
ranged paladin archetype.
There
That
is a ranged Paladin
fucks
archetype.
up.
It just sucked. Yeah.
It
Divine
fucks up
Hunter.
Smite Evil. It makes it ranged only and only for one attack.
Yeah, which is like, why would you ever do that when you could just be a normal Paladin?
And all it does is swap the what is it? In normal Pathfinder, you get charisma to attack and level to damage. I think the
No,
ranged one swaps it.
Is that
Well.
the Divine Hunter archetype?
Yes.
I take it back. I just don't, like... I take it back.
Yeah, no, Pathfinder Paladin is great.
Pretty good.
Still-
On the paladins are fucking brutal.
Still, my fighter boner is strong.
Katerina
Well.
was
What
paladin.
we
Decent
need
guns.
is a group of Slayer guards
So the Rangers.
Who will just stealth up behind the
What?
enemy
Man.
and then backstab them with all their fighter feats?
Then they'd need to take levels in Bard.
No.
Because it's Slayer.
No.
The joke is the metal band Slayer.
I know.
Okay.
Anyway, I promised Sonar I was dumping you guys at 8,
Alright,
so get
well.
off my lawn, you lazy
Yeah,
kids.
It is end of session time.
Lazy
Alright,
kids.
Goodbye, etc.